Greatest. Allow me to reintroduce myself.
The Sultan of SWAT. The King of Crash. The Colossus of Clout. The Colossus of Clout.
Yo, this is Nappy Boy Radio Live.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
You so crazy.
And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another.
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Everybody stay where you are. Chill the F out.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
I am Prince T'Challa, son of King T'Chaka.
Well, around here, between Normandy and Weston, we call this here a little twin. Wow.
It's simple. We kill the Batman.
I'll do you one better. Why is Gamora?
Tell me, do you bleed? You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
These white men are dangerous.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
That there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out.
Oh my God, you want to talk about mothers? Oh, you want to talk about mothers? It's mother time.
Move, Captain. I won't ask a second time. It's no moon. It's a space station. It's too big to be a space station.
Here at WIZ, we play nothing but the hits. Nothing but the hits. Nothing but the motherfucker.
I ain't scared of you, mother.
What's up and what's going on, fellow fanatics? We appreciate everyone being here this evening. Sorry that we are a little late this evening, and that is because, as some of you guys know, I am a supervisor now, and I'm tired of being a supervisor. I won't say I'm like sick of. And first, let me say this to Kenny. Thank you so much, Kenny, for the super chat that you sent very early. So thank you so much for that. It means so much to us.
Always appreciate it.
So hello to everybody. Andre, appreciate you being here. JD75. I didn't do this yesterday, and I didn't start this. I normally start every stream shouting out everybody. But thank you, Andre, for being here. Thank you, JD. Thank you, Professor the Film Fan. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you, Dougie Fresh. Thank you, Hunter, and thank you, Connoisseur. Triple salute. And Kenny, again, thank you for the super chat. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the ones that aren't in the chat right now. Appreciate you guys being here. Juan, thank you for being here. Network, rather, thank you for being here. As I didn't do this yesterday either, if you're new here and you'd like to, you can join our Discord. The link is down below in the bio. It is the best way to get in contact with us when we do giveaways, and we do giveaways every Friday. So when we do giveaways, it's the best way for me to get in contact with you, for you to send me your mailing information so I can get your mailing information and get your giveaway prize out to you. Shirley Miles, if you are watching, I still need your information so I can get you Friday before last the giveaway gift that you won. Then I would like to get that to you. Also, if there's a topic that you guys would like to see us discussing here on the show, if there's something that you see throughout your day or throughout the week that you want to see us discuss, you can also send that in the Discord, and you can either send it to me personally or however you want to do it. Tag me in it, and we will discuss it here on the show as well. Again, the Discord link is down below, so I appreciate everybody being here, and if you would like to join, go ahead and join. We do have some things to talk about today. We're going to get into a few things. Appreciate you being here, Tim and Raymond, as well. We're starting the hashtag Fire Jeff Loveness. So appreciate, definitely, like I said, appreciate everyone being here.
Always just some hate. Never change.
Q, how was your day?
But I'm not going to lie, today was actually a fucking long-ass day. Like, I woke up earlier than I had initially planned. Woke up like 5, 6, and just from the jump, just boom, shit happening, shit hitting the fan, just boom, 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 all day. Didn't get a nap when I got off work, so it's been a long day. But I know when I go to bed tonight, I'm finna sleep good as hell. I don't have much planned tomorrow, so I should have a good night. But it's just been a long ass day. I'm sure you know about those.
Yeah, it has been a very, very, very long day for me. When tired is an understatement of what I am right now. I am exhausted. I am exhausted. Today kicked my ass. And like I said, it's because I am a supervisor now. And with me being a supervisor, I deal with stupid fucking people. And one of my drivers, and he may be watching, I don't know. He does know, he knows what I'm doing right now. He's texted me twice, and I'm not going to text him back. I don't want to talk. After hours, don't text me. Don't text me.
Same thing I'll be saying. Like if I get a call or text from a random number, that's why I would mostly reply on Snapchat. I'm like, because most of my work shit is calling and text my actual phone number. So I'm like, when I get off, if your number's not saved or it's not mom or little brother or some shit like that, I'm not replying. I'm not replying.
I'm not answering. I'm not gonna reply. Chase, if you're watching, I'm not replying. I'm not gonna reply. You know,
stop asking.
Here's the thing.
It's not happening.
With me being a supervisor now, I told Chase, he's one of my drivers. I told Chase is lazy. And when I say lazy, oh my God, I mean, if this were my basketball team, he'd be in that lot touching every motherfucking line because he's so lazy.
Darius is airing bro out on the line.
Bro, he is so lazy.
He's trying to change that shit from a new perspective.
God, like I have to leave every day at the end of the day to take the cases that have to be shipped to different states to the post office in UPS. So I have to go to 2 different places. Well, I also had to go to the car wash today because my other driver took the car to the car wash like he does every week. We have 3 company cars. He took his company car. Well, he takes them all. He has to fill them up and he washes them. He took the car to the car wash, came back, came inside, told me, I don't know what happened. The side view mirror is gone. Just got the Toyota fixed. I go out there, I look. He's like, he went up to the club car wash people, told them about it. They said, well, had you told us about it as soon as you came out of the wash instead of leaving and coming back, we could have done something about it. So of course, you know me, bullshit. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll go up there, I'll talk to him. So I went up there and she told me, she's like, well, we told your driver. I said, okay, so tell me, how many people do you guys have go through your car wash that get out immediately after getting their car wash and say, let me inspect my fucking car? No one does that bullshit. No one does that bull. I said, so this is on y'all. The car has to be fixed, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I was gone for an hour, bro. And I'm sorry, this is kind of a little winded. I'm just telling you the story. When we box cases, when we get boxes, they're flat, bro. They're like, you build the box, you turn it into a box. Then you have to take that dentist office's label, because we work with like hundreds and hundreds of dentist offices. So you have to take that specific label, put it on the box the box is going, the office that the box is going to. Then you put the patient's name on, blah, 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 blah. Only thing after that you do is you take the stuff that is the patient, you put it in the box, you package it, you send it.
Done.
I did the hard part, bro. I made all the boxes. I made 48 boxes.
Good no.
48 boxes. All Chase had to do was come in and take the shit from the cases and put them in the boxes. When I left for the post office, he said, I'm going to have all this done. That's not a problem. It honestly should take like 10, 15 minutes. I came back from being gone for 45 minutes to an hour. When I tell you the pin I strategically left there to see if he was... Nothing was moved. One of the other people came in my room and said, yeah, while you were gone, he was sitting in your chair not doing shit. Then he texts me on my way home because I was like, I'm not staying late tonight, Chase. Like, you're staying. I'm not staying late tonight. He texts me on my way home and is like, oh, I'm going to box these 4 cases. He sent me a picture. I'm going to box these 4 cases, but then I'm going to go home. Bro, I didn't text back. I'm letting him go home. Tomorrow, my nigga, he ain't doing shit until every motherfucking case is done. There's no reason I should be walking into my office tomorrow with cases from today. Anyway, I'm a supervisor, and this is what I deal with. That's the bullshit I deal with. So, Chase is not on the case. He's not on the case at all. So yeah, that's I'm gonna deal with that shit tomorrow. But
you watch some Paw Patrol. Inspiration.
Yeah, he needs to, so he can figure out his spirit animal, because it definitely.
Oh God, get that nigga tatted, man.
Shit. Oh my God.
That's funny as fuck though. Nigga said he left a pen there
strategically, bro. I left it there to see. Is he gonna move it?
Cause I do that shit too. If I want to know like someone's been in my room or some shit, I'm gonna leave this here, see if anyone touch it.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah, it's crazy. Tim, let me answer some of these here before we start into everything. Tim, appreciate you being here. Like you said, I said earlier, asked, have I watched Mando? Unfortunately, I have not gotten to see the first 2 episodes of The Mandalorian yet, because as soon as we ended last night's stream, I took my ass to sleep.
Oh, I got home, showered, and
yeah, I took my ass to bed. And I wanted to watch it at work today. I planned to watch it at work today, but we were so fucking busy today. I had no time. But I more than likely will watch it today. Especially with some of the things that I've been hearing about it, I really want to watch it. When you have other Star Wars fans that feel the same way that I currently feel about Star Wars, saying this felt like Star Wars, I mean, it's The Mandalorian. I already knew it was going to be, but I have not watched yet. But I definitely am going to get on it. We got Flash Green that said, if Jeremy Renner does not return because of injuries, I want Dylan O'Brien to play Hawkeye. I wonder if they will even continue a older version or the Clint Barton version of Hawkeye. I wonder if it'll just strictly be Kate if his injuries prevent him from coming back. Then we've got Dougie that said, Darius, I'm giving you strength to continue to push forward because I'm getting irritated just hearing this. Brother, you know, I often wonder when I speak to Chase. I know he's not mentally stupid. I know that. Like, I know he's not, because I've had conversations with him that aren't like, you know, work-related conversations. He's not like,
that nigga lazy. That shit is a real thing.
It's lazy.
That shit is like a real ass characteristic trait that will fuck off so much
bro.
shit.
He's lazy.
You're not dumb. You're not stupid.
He's not dumb. At least I don't think he's. But here's the thing too. I feel like he could have been one of those kids, though, like when you would take a test, how somebody would come and be like, Chase, come with me, get your test, and come to my room. Like, I felt like he was one of those kids, like, that got spared. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I'm telling you, Dougie, if you knew him, oh, fuck. I like him. Like, if you're watching, Chase, that does not mean I dislike you. I like him a lot. I think he's a very cool, you know, individual. He's just a shitty worker.
I'd be so upset if I was Chase.
Sorry, I have a platform. I'm gonna say what I want.
Niggas on YouTube live questioning if that nigga's remedial, bro.
Oh, fuck.
I don't even know. Trace, I love you, bro. I'm standing up for you. I can't believe I aired you out on the line.
Kenny said chase him off.
Grace said chase a new job. I was like,
chase a new job. Oh,
these
fuck.
Are crazy, bro.
Oh,
that
God.
Is nutty as hell.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna.
40 people.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
Y'all want to go ahead and drop a like if y'all haven't. You know, get that up to 40 as well.
I'm not gonna shit on Chase anymore. I'm gonna shit on Marvel instead.
I seen one. Thank you.
We won't shit on Chase anymore. We're gonna go ahead and start shitting on Marvel. There are some things we're gonna talk about. The first thing we're gonna get into that we're gonna talk about is the Steven Yeun. If I'm saying his last name correctly, you guys know me in names. Rumored to be.
Shirley did reply that she emailed you.
Oh, did she?
It's had trouble with Discord.
Oh, emailed. Okay, I'll check that. I'll check it. No, you're fine. Steven is rumored to be playing Sentry. Who was it that said Sentry? Maybe Grace Randolph. Grace said that she thought, from her sources, she had thought that somebody had told her that Sentry, they were looking at an African American person to portray Sentry. And I'm glad that that's not it. But I still don't want this though. And again, regardless if it's a black or white or purple, green, whatever, Asian, make Sentry, bro. Just make Sentry. Like, make him who he is. Like, I don't. The race swapping and things that Marvel's doing, again, this is all new, all different Marvel. This is when I checked out of Marvel Comics, and it's getting to the point now where they're just doing shit just to do it. Again, I think that if this is the dude I think it is, what did he play in? He's played in he's not dude. He's not from fast.
No.
No.
I've just read this shit before I came over here. You're gonna say that shit and I'm gonna know.
He played in he played in Nope. He played in The Walking Dead. Yep. He played someone's voice in Invincible. I don't remember him in The Big Bang Theory. And I've seen every episode of that.
Shout out Kenny, the super chat saying,
thank you, Kenny.
Hit the like, everybody. Yes, please.
Thank you so much, Kenny. That means a lot.
Shout out to you, Kenny. You are so consistent. Consistency is key in life.
So yeah, he's played in a few different things.
But he was in Nope.
Yeah, he was in Nope. He's playing a few different things. Oh, so he plays Mark. Okay. K-Pac, thank you for that. K-Pac said he plays Mark. So, you know, at this point with it, where I'm at with Marvel and the wacky, stupid shit that they're doing, I'm at the point where Marvel's going to do what the MCU is going to do what the MCU wants to do, and as long as he can deliver a strong Sentry that, you know, can be great enough on screen, I guess it would be fine. I mean, again, for me, I personally wanted it to be Ryan Reynolds. That's what I wanted. I wanted it to be Ryan Reynolds. I mean, I didn't want Ryan Reynolds he was not my first choice, but if we're going to throw names in there that have been rumored to be Sentry, he was the only one I could see that was rumored to be Sentry. The look, he's already, I mean, you just put a long blonde wig on him, he looks like Sentry. I would have honestly just preferred him, but we've got Steven. Now, this is what the Direct is having to say about it. The Direct said the character that The Walking Dead's Steven Yeun will be playing in the upcoming Thunderbolts movie was recently revealed. Actually, before I continue to read that, I forget it. Obviously, Sentry's showing up in Thunderbolts, so this is what we do know about Thunderbolts and Sentry so far. We know that Val and Thunderbolt Ross are going to, mainly Val, is going to have a hand in the creation of Sentry, so I don't believe he will be Sentry at the beginning of the film. He will become Sentry within the film, and within the film slowly become the antagonist to the Thunderbolts. He's going to start hearing voices. Now, a lot of this is subject to change. I don't know if anything has changed. These were rumors that had come out from different scoopers like My Time to Shine Hello, and a lot of people shitting on My Time to Shine Hello as if she's not gotten things right. Don't get me wrong. Has My Time to Shine Hello gotten some things wrong? Yes, she has. Has Casey Walsh? Yes, he has. Has Daniel RPK? Yes, he has. Can We Get Some Toast? The Watcher? All of them. Have they all gotten things wrong? Yes, they have. But when it comes to My Time to Shine Hello, I've seen more. What did Jordan Belfort say? I always ask my clients to don't judge me on my losers. No, don't judge me on my winners. Judge me on my losers because I have so few. She has so very few. I judge her off of her losses because she's accurate on and spot on with almost every scoop that she puts out. And one of the things, and she was talking about the things going on with the Thunderbolts, saying that, you know, that Sentry, throughout the film, he's going to become the antagonist. He's going to start hearing voices. The voices are obviously going to be the Void and things like that. He's going to start hearing voices where he's going to become the villain of the film. And the Thunderbolts are going to have to take him, obviously going to be taking him on. I believe also Sadie Sink that plays in Stranger Things. She plays Max. She is rumored to also be playing Songbird. There's also still the whole rumor that Zemo is still going to be showing up in Thunderbolts. You know, if you go to the website,
that nigga posted some.
Did he? I forgot what the URL was. I forgot which URL it was, but they said that if you go to the URL at the end of it had Zemo. Zemo's name was at the end of the URL. It was something to do with the Thunderbolts and Marvel's website. So some people just speculated that was Marvel trying to maybe put in a little Easter egg that Zemo is going to be a part of it, because one of the things I said when this roster was announced at D23 was, where the fuck is Zemo? How are you doing this without Zemo? Zemo is the leader of the Thunderbolts, and there's no Zemo. Seemingly, it's the leader of the Thunderbolts is Bucky. I thought it was Yelena. I thought that's what they said originally, but it looks like it's now been changed to Bucky. So those are at least some of the things we know. Also, the last thing we know is that Tiamat Island It's not called Tiamat Island in the MCU. That's just what people are calling it as of now, because we don't know. But Tiamat Island is going to play a role because they are going to be trying to get... Tiamat Island is going to play a role in Thunderbolts and in New World Order. But I think more heavy of a role in Thunderbolts. I could be wrong on that, though, but I believe it's Thunderbolts. Were you going to say something?
Oh, no, I was just saying, like, a couple people in the comments are saying that whenever... he's gonna have his black hair and then he's gonna turn like Goku does, Super Saiyan, then he's gonna have blonde gold hair. And I can imagine that's exactly what they're gonna do, because they're gonna have it to where when he's in the void or whatever, when he's talking to the void or whatever, being the villain, that's whenever he's probably gonna have the blonde hair, just because we're gonna get little of that. Like, most of the scenes I don't think he's gonna have the blonde hair, truthfully. I think he's just gonna be, until he starts actually talking to the void and stuff like that, and it actually starts coming out and everything, I don't think we should. Just from what we've gotten from Marvel, it's what they've casted as Sentry. It's like, if they wanted to give the nigga long blonde hair, like, they could have easily casted... That's an easy cast for them, in my opinion.
It was. That's why I still don't know how they messed that one.
I don't know why they came out and made it something questionable. Not to say, like you said, I mean, at the end of the day,
if he delivers a great performance,
we've gotten to the point where, like, to just take what the fuck we get, and if it's good, thank you. If it's not, it's
on par with what you're doing.
Yeah, it's your fault, and you're gonna continue to show us why the fuck you're not doing good. But Kenny super chatted again. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Kenny.
He said, "Is it possible that it's not true?"
That is possible. It is very possible that's not true. All these things are subject to be false. And I'm glad he brought that up. Let me start what the direct had to say. It was recently confirmed that Steven is joining the already star-studded cast of the Thunderbolts, and that he will ultimately be taking on the role that could be significant to the future of the MCU. The actor recently played in films such as I don't know what that one is, and Nope, and was nominated for an Oscar for his work in the former. Since the confirmation that Yeun will be joining the MCU, fans have already theorized who the actor could portray in the upcoming film, with many coming to the conclusion it must be Sentry. I don't know why that was why was that the conclusion though? Why is that the conclusion that it must be Sentry? Even though there has been no official word from Marvel Studios, those rumors could be closer to coming true according to recent updates. Now, this is coming from someone I just named, Can We Get Some Toast, who is also very reliable. My Time to Shine Hello has retweeted things that Can We Get Some Toast has said. Casey Walsh has, The Watcher, etc. According to Insider Can We Get Some Toast, actor Steven Yeun is set to play Sentry in the upcoming Thunderbolts film. Rumors circulated that Yeun would be taking on the role of Sentry, but Can We Get Some Toast recently revealed that it is no longer an if. So it looks like it's not an if. So that Can We Get Some Toast is saying that this is not an if anymore, that this is something that is true. This is what Marvel is doing. This was a response to his original tweet about hoping that Yeun's hair would change color when Sentry powers up. I don't like that though. I don't like that.
I don't know.
What the fuck? I don't
know
that.
Why. Like,
there's.
I guess it's. I don't know. It's just completely off track.
It is. But it's on track with what Marvel's currently doing.
It's so on track of them to not stick to source material.
God, man.
And like, it's not the fact, like, I think we nail it or hit the nail right on the head whenever we say it doesn't matter who you cast as long as they put themselves into the role. But I mean, if the character that's being played has some sort of value in a whatever it is, hair, race, some sort of background or something, and it's something you can easily cast, I don't know why they continue to just go
Me either.
Like the completely different route, like the opposite side of the fork.
Yeah, because I don't want to see a. So you're telling me when he turns. So what? Let me make sure I read that.
They're gonna be like Goku when Goku goes Super Saiyan.
Change color when Sentry powers up. When Sentry powers up. When is he powered down?
That's what I'm telling you. Watch, it's gonna be whenever the void comes, like that. Like the villain is gonna be the blonde-haired one. I'm telling you, watch. That's exactly what the fuck they're gonna do, because it's cheaper to do it that way.
That shit is real whack. That is real whack. I don't like that because I just picture, like everybody's saying in the comments, I picture Goku
No, exactly. Like the void in his head and shit, and then he starts powering all up, like he's laying there. Watch.
Oh no,
it's gonna be some. And someone I can't find the comment right now. I'm sure I'll find it here in a minute. But here, Justin said, I'm not even excited for Sentry, to be honest, because they're gonna ruin his character, and that's sad for me to say, because I'm starting to lose some faith in Marvel.
Yeah,
it's like that's what
sad.
It starts to happen. Honestly, like each audience member, fan, whoever viewer, we all have like stuff we want to see, stuff that we feel like we're supposed to see, just because we're so used to the source material, what the fuck the character is, where the character is from, who, like everything's sourced about a character. And so whenever they continuously change, not just one like you can have the whole recast T'Challa crowd, and then you can have a whole crowd that doesn't agree with recast. But then when they start going, oh, Sentry's going to be a short Asian dude, and then Wonder Man's black, and Blue Marvel's white, and Songbird black, and like all this and that, when you start pissing just everyone off because you're just switching everything around for no reason, like Justin said, that's whenever you lose your fans.
That's when you lose your fans.
Like you keep saying, all new, all different Marvel isn't. I don't know why why does that the path you take whenever that was
the path in the comics that turned so many off. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just.
This is what the Watcher tweeted. He tweeted this yesterday. He said, "New World Order and Thunderbolts are going to be significantly darker and more serious in tone than recent Marvel projects. I want to believe it, but I don't know if I believe it. You know what I'm saying? Granted, I do trust the Watcher. He or she has given great scoops and have been backed up by other scoopers. But I want to believe that it's going to be darker in tone, but is it really going to be darker? Now, I actually do believe New World Order will be, just from what Ona has said in the past about it being a paranoid thriller, with us adding 5 villains, with knowing what the stakes of the film are going to hold. I think it will be. I would like it to be. But I don't know what is dark to the MCU. Yeah. You know, are we getting back to that Winter Soldier formula? I won't call Winter Soldier dark, but I'll give it a darker tone. Yeah, it's a darker tone, but it's also on that paranoid thriller type of tone, and that's what I'm wanting for New World Order. I mean, as far as it being a film where we get to see what Anthony Mackie's Sam Wilson is going to do. We get to see whatever this Avengers team is he's going to be building. It'll be our first glimpse of Thunderbolt Ross as Red Hulk and things like that. So, you know, I'm interested. I just don't know if that is really true. And the shit with Thunderbolts, obviously Thunderbolts going to be dark in tone. And I say that because let's take it back to what David Arbor said. He said he called the Thunderbolts a group of, what do you call them, misfits that get into a bunch of dumb trouble or something like that. Like, he was making it sound like they're going to be doing a lot of comedy between that group, like a lot of like jokes, because Red Guardian already had a lot of jokes in Black Widow. He himself, I'm sorry if you liked him, he himself was a joke in Black Widow. He got his ass beat by Taskmaster, and you know. Okay, so, you know, maybe. So, the only reason I read that was because he mentioned the Thunderbolts, and obviously that's what we're discussing with Sentry and what's going on with Steven Yeun. But then they also went on to say here, if Steven Yeun is, this is coming from Can We Get Some Toast Still, if Steven Yeun is #Sentry, actually I think this is a response. If Steven Yeun is Sentry, I hope his hair stays black and turns blonde when he powers up. Then it says the ultra-powerful Sentry has an alter ego called the Void, so Yeun will be forced to basically take on 2 characters rather than just one. When the character is in his normal state of mind, a person known as Robert Reynolds, he is an honorable hero, but when the Void makes an appearance, he is as evil as they come.
That's exactly what they do.
The recent rumor that Yeun will be portraying Sentry in the Thunderbolts was also mentioned by the Weekly Planets podcast during the Hot Scoop or Shot of Poop segment. I've not seen that segment. Then it says co-host James Clement stated, during the segment that he had a potential scoop from somebody at Marvel regarding Yeun's casting. According to Clement's sources, it still isn't totally confirmed who Yeun will be playing, but they believe it is Sentry. And this is him saying, "Now I've got a potential scoop here from someone who's been fairly reliable in the past. I spoke to someone at Marvel, not a higher up necessarily, and this is the quote that they sent to me. We don't know who he's playing, but my guess is Sentry, since there's been whispers of the casting circulating a bit. So he's going to be in the Thunderbolts as Sentry potentially. That's what somebody's telling me who heard from someone else." And the last thing it says is, "Yeun portraying Sentry now seems more likely than ever, but it's still important to keep an open mind as nothing has been confirmed as this time. Plans can change, and there are people at Marvel that still don't completely know Yeun's role. There is still the possibility that he could be portraying someone else. However, assuming that Yeun will be taking on what will be one of the most powerful characters in the MCU, how does he fit into the role? Yeun's acting credits prove that he can take on a fan favorite hero type of character when he portrayed Glenn Rhee in The Walking Dead. It is also important, if I pronounce his name wrong, sorry, didn't watch it. It's also important to remember that Marvel Studios' casting record has been praised as much as any studios. So if Yeun is trusted to play a character like Sentry, he likely has everything it takes to do him justice. Thunderbolts is set to be released theaters July 26th, 2024. Yeah, like I said, this is now two different people. Scooper saying
it's gonna happen. Before I even do, shout out Shirley Miles with the super chat saying,
thank you,
keep
Shirley.
it up.
Thank
I
you so very
appreciate that.
much.
We definitely
Thank
will. What I think is going to happen, I might be wrong. It's kind of because what I want to. I don't know if it's what's going to be the best, but this is what's going to happen. They're going to have him play Sentry, whatever. He's going to be the villain whenever he's in the Void or whatever. And they're going to have Bucky leading them, but the only way to make it a darker tone and anyone on that roster to even compete with a realistic Sentry in the Void would be if Zemo goes and turns Bucky back into the Winter Soldier or some shit like that. And I think that's really the only plan they can do, and I think that's really the only thing for. But what the fuck do we want Bucky to do anymore? Like more therapy sessions, more. He
Bucky
might
has
not
no
be.
business on the
He might not
Thunderbolts.
be the Winter Soldier, but he's definitely gonna have. I think Zemo's gonna get to Bucky in some sort of way. Like you're gonna have to go back to what you were if you want us to win, something like that. And I think that's how it's gonna go.
Yeah, possibly, honestly. You know, one of the things that I asked, and I'm about to close this topic, but one of the things that I asked early on when we first heard about Sentry being the rumored villain for Thunderbolts was, what the fuck is that roster of Thunderbolts going to do with Sentry? And I still ask that. I still don't know. I don't understand what they're doing to Sentry because, I mean, just to show everyone here, I mean, I know everybody has seen this.
And just a regular Ryan Reynolds, or not Ryan Reynolds, but Robert Reynolds Sentry. Not like a Void villain Sentry, just a regular old hero save the day Sentry.
Right.
None of them are fucking with him.
No.
At all.
No. It's not even, it's not, I want to just pull the picture, but this shit is fucking stupid. Hold on. I want to just pull this damn picture. Because we all remember this shit.
Let's see.
Okay, this picture here. So when you look at this team, are you wondering to yourself, you know, what is this team doing with Sentry? Because we've got Ghost, who was taken out then put back in, or falsely, maybe it wasn't a real rumor that she was taken out. Or whatever. There was that period, that 2-day period where she was not on the roster, then was back. You got Val in the back, and we obviously know that she is going to have fighting roles a part of this team because Julia Louis-Dreyfus came out and talked about it. She said that she said in the interview, she said, I've read some of the stuff from the comics.
Nick Fury shit.
Yeah, she's trying to be Nick Fury. She's like, I've read some of the stuff from the comics, and in the comics, Val fights, and that's something I've put on the table that I'm wanting to do. So we know that she's going to be fighting. We know what Red Guardian does. We know what Yelena's going to do. We know what, Great Value Cap and Great Value Task are going to do. again, this team with Sentry, I don't give a fuck if you add Songbird or Zemo. With Sentry, I don't know, but that's been my question from day one. That's why I am very interested in the Thunderbolts. I'm interested to see what the Thunderbolts is going to look like. I'm interested to see Sentry kick their ass.
I'm not gonna lie, like, if U.S. Agent is done right, I'm not saying he's Sentry, but he's really should be a threat on that roster, in my opinion. With what we've been given and shit, and like the little fucking raging scene.
He should be. He should be. They're not though, because they're the MCU fucking versions. Like until I looked past Wyatt, I didn't even see Taskmaster. I forget. I don't even like calling that Taskmaster is even blasphemy to me. I forget that even happened.
You're looking up at the fucking Taskmaster right there.
Yeah, that I will not open that shit. It's like I don't know. It's no.
Disappointing.
It is.
And everyone in the comments is just saying all it means is that Sentry is going to be nerfed.
Yes. Yeah, they're going to nerf Sentry.
Which is, after what they paid for Gore.
That's
nerf
true.
That nigga.
Yes, that's
true. I don't doubt it.
That's true.
I don't doubt they nerf any villain. I don't doubt they nerf any villain in order to make Kang look that much better.
Maybe. But as always, question is for you guys. Let us know down below in the comments what you guys are thinking. What are you thinking of, the rumors of Stephen Yeun coming in to possibly be portraying Sentry, and what do you think that this roster for the Thunderbolts, and again, let me just I'll put it there once more, this roster for the Thunderbolts, what do you think that this roster is going to do with Sentry, and what also are you thinking of Stephen Yeun being Sentry? Like, is that something that you're okay with, or are you thinking more so just stick to the comics, keep it comic accurate, and let's get somebody else in here to portray Sentry? Let us know down below what you're thinking in the comments.
Dougie Fresh said, why are we even getting Thunderbolts in the multiverse saga? What are they gonna do?
That's something too I completely agree with. It's on par with
Black Widow being out of place.
Yeah, Black Widow being out of place. I mean, it's gonna to me Thunderbolts is gonna be another one of those films like Guardians where it might be a good film, but it's not gonna have any implications toward. Not within the film itself. Now, post-credit, mid-credit, maybe.
I can agree with that.
But within the film itself, no. There's no multiversal. Because I agree with Dougie. Like, what multiversal could you even be doing with the Thunderbolts? Like, what could this film be that wouldn't be corny, making it multiversal? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? And also, like...
The only thing they can really do with this is, like, discover new locations for the MCU.
But we've been promised that. We were supposed to see that in Wakanda forever.
But that's all we weren't given that. We were promised that with that, but that's the only thing they can do. It's not saying they will do it. I'm just saying that's really the only option that they can bring to the table. That's something new for them. It's not like any of these characters are new. It's not like we really care about any. I don't know, like I used to care about, but I don't care about Bucky anymore. Like I don't really care to see the nigga therapy sessions. I don't.
I still fuck with Yelena.
I mean, like, for what she does on screen, she's cool, but I don't go out of my way for anything she's done. Like, Black Widow, Hawkeye, anything she was in.
I didn't care for her in Hawkeye.
It's not like I'm going out of my way to be like, oh, yeah, Yelena. This. Like, when I see her, I enjoy it. And then it's just like, I don't know. What they... source material. I'm sure it'll be a fucking argument all year.
Yeah, it
I'm
will
sure
be.
It will be.
It will be. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. That, like I said, that I agree with Dougie though. Like, there's nothing multiversal that you could do with the Thunderbolts in this.
Franchise said if they gave Shuri God mode, I will bet this will be super whack.
Shuri and Yelena. Read the next one so I can make sure I have this right.
D. Steezel said, this reminds me of when Zod went up against the Suicide Squad in the comics. Xavier Phoenix said, I'm a little nervous about this version of Sentry. Yeah, I think And that's completely okay to be nervous.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know if nervous is right. I would use worried.
Yeah.
Like, it's just because all the characters we're getting, and I mean, even back to with Miss Marvel, they had to switch shit. They switched it with Namor so they don't be like DC when they're supposed to already be better than DC with the company they've established. So it's like they're on their own. Like, they're damning themselves, I guess. Like, it's nothing else to really say.
Marvel's
like
digging that hole. They've just got to lay in it now.
Yep.
That's what. So Jeff Loveness came out and said some things about recently. Well, in this, all the talking he's been doing, as we always see after movies, all the writers always do all that talking. He said he was teasing the roles for Yelena and Shuri in Kang Dynasty. And remember, we talked about that. Now, Yelena may not be one of the leaders, but Shuri is damn sure going to be one of the leaders of one of those Avengers teams in Kang Dynasty that's taking on one of the multiple Kangs.
Next. Next.
That'll be interesting.
Raymond said, in a perfect world, the multiverse saga started in 2019 after Endgame with an Illuminati film, and have Widow and Thunderbolts be TV shows.
Yeah. Yeah. In a perfect world. We haven't even... I thought we were in the multiversal saga. From my understanding, I guess Quantumania started the multiversal saga. What fucking saga were we in? I thought it
Phase
started
4.
with Phase 4.
Yeah, Phase 4.
I guess not.
Raptor Clark said, why not replace Thunderbolts with the Illuminati to go against Sentry?
Well, I don't know if the Illuminati... Who said that? I don't know if the Illuminati would... I like the idea, but I don't know if the Illuminati is... If Sentry is the type of...
Illuminati
threat. Yeah. I don't know if you've... I've said that... I've mentioned this before, and this is a rumor also, but the Illuminati... 616 Illuminati is supposed to be formed by Strange, and we're supposed to see them in Kang Dynasty going against Immortus, among the many other Avengers teams that are going to be going against these various different Kangs. So hopefully we do really get to see the Illuminati, 616 version of the Illuminati, not the 838.
A couple more. Omega Zero said, I just want to see how the portrayal will be for Sentry. What I want is more Sentry to be another villain with that serious tone again. So far, Marvel done right with Namor. Kang.
Yeah, as much as I don't like For Never,
no,
I will give credit where it's due. Namor was obviously not comic Namor, but he was still... I liked what they did with him.
No, he was a presence on the screen.
Yeah, he definitely had the presence.
For how shitty that movie is, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed him, and then, like,
the scene that always sticks out to me, again, I've only seen the film once, but the scene that sticks out to me the most with Namor is the first time we see him, with the siren calls and making the soldiers walk off the boat into the water, and he takes the helicopter and just flicks that shit.
Like when at the very beginning.
Yeah, at the very beginning. That established him, really.
Whenever the fucking submarine is underwater and just goes pitch black and shit, that part.
Yeah.
And then, as much as I hated whenever that nigga was like telling Shuri she's queen now and shit, I was like, bro, they wrote this nigga to really be an asshole.
Yeah, he was
like,
a villain. He was definitely a villain. This motherfucker in the comics. Now, you all know I don't read Marvel comics anymore. This motherfucker in the comics right now is the leader of Wakanda. Because, they're trying to get rid of T'Challa in every fucking facet that they can. The newest cover of Ridley's T'Challa, of Ridley's, I think this is his again, I'm not privy to any of this because I don't read this shit. I believe this is Ridley's last issue, and on the cover of the issue is T'Challa all beat up, bloody, half mask. Namor is the ruler of Wakanda.
I mean, I'm not. Like a month ago, I seen that panel with him and Steve telling that nigga go back to.
Oh yeah, you told him to go back to Africa. Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
It's all some bullshit. It's all some bullshit.
Last two. Raymond said, besides Angela and the performances, Namor was the best part of Wakanda Forever. I think Namor's adaptation was perfect, and I like they made him Mayan descent.
I thought they did a good job with
Raymond
Namor.
Liked. Hey, I'll take that.
I thought they did a good job with Namor. and he is playing a major role, and he does. I mean, you know, I saw a lot of people getting upset, and don't get me wrong, I saw a lot of people getting upset about Namor being in Secret Wars and being in King Dynasty, and Loveness talking about, oh, I can't, you know, can't wait to write Namor, can't wait to do this, can't wait to do that, blah blah blah. People were saying, oh, but we don't get T'Challa. I'm upset too, but let's not pretend that Namor does not play a significant role in Secret Wars. You know, the whole everything. I don't know if I doubt we're getting a Cabal. I doubt we're getting anything like that. Like Raymond was saying last night, and I've been saying since whatever Secret Wars was announced. In order to give us that Hickman version, you have a lot to you would have to establish. I mean, the Molecule Man is rumored to be in Fantastic Four. If that's real, the Molecule Man is rumored to be there. So there's your Molecule Man. If they even take the route of Molecule Man being the key to destroying the multiverse, maybe we don't have the Fantastic Four. We're going to get to that in a minute. They're rumored. They're supposedly not showing up in Kang Dynasty. Like the rumors and things that we've talked about. You don't have T'Challa. You don't have there's so many elements for Secret Wars that are currently missing in the MCU. So
expect a Civil War version,
something like that.
Secret War.
Expect something like that. And even in New World Order, that's what they've said New World Order is going to be like. It's going to be a version of Civil War, or like Civil War.
Snyder Steppenwolf said I'm skipping his comments as racially motivated. That's crazy. I don't even know what race you are.
He's black.
But, I'm sure I've touched on some black people's comments. We all no. I really ain't seen nothing. I'm like scrolling through these, and I just read like the longer ones with questions. To be honest, Mega said, Darius, want to ask you, who's the real villain of the comic books butchering of Marvel? Actually, Disney or Mickey Mouse himself? My money on Donald Duck when he said it's Donald.
I'm gonna give it to.
I couldn't place it all on one.
That's true
I'd say
too.
It's a mix of everything.
That's true too. That's why it's such a hard.
The fact they don't have all their characters, they can't go as dark as if they ever want to. They don't have those like limits to like DC has. Just go do whatever they want. So it's like they have to make sure they're within Disney's threshold or whatever. So I mean, I'd say it's a little bit of everyone.
Right. Okay, we'll move here to the next topic.
Miss Snyder, I got you next time. I promise it's not racially motivated.
Let's move to next topic here. The next topic we're going to talk about is going to be Avengers 5 and with the Fantastic Four, like I was just talking about. So Jeff Loveness, as we know, is writing King Dynasty. Jeff Loveness has come out and said that Fantastic Four may not be in King Dynasty, and that's wild to me. And well, again, that's why I always say take everything that we say over here with a massive grain of salt, because they're always with rumors. You know, it's always coming from scoopers, and these things are subject to change. One, because, which is going to be one of the topics we get to here in a second. One, because Marvel is massively trying to stop leaks, and Kevin Feige has not publicly talked about that, but we've heard that Kevin Feige has been wanting to stop these leaks. He's been wanting to stop things getting out, you know, that aren't supposed to be getting out. Like the entire script for Quantumania leaked right before Quantumania came out, but it was immediately taken down. Like all the things like that coming out. And the script that leaked, I read the script before it was taken down. I should have saved it to my computer, but I read the script before it was taken down. Accurate. It was him telling, because we talked about it. We talked about it on the stream. Him, the scene you really liked. There was a scene. There was the thing that stuck out to me the most when I read the script the first time. It was when Kang told him, "I will kill her in front of you and make you watch it over and over and over again." We talked about that on the stream because when we read we didn't get to read it live, but when I read the script, so. We know that they're trying to stop leaks and things from coming out. We know this is something that Marvel is actively trying to do. But from the original leaks, it was that the Fantastic Four were going to be coming out of the quantum realm with Scott and Hope when they were originally supposed to stay in the quantum realm, but that got changed with Scott and Hope, and then that they were going to chase Kang out of the quantum realm. Well, he got out of the quantum realm, but they were going to obviously be chasing him, and they were going to end up in Kang Dynasty. That's where it was supposed to be. That's what was supposed to be going on, but that's obviously maybe not happening. This is what the direct is having to say about the Fantastic Four. The screenwriter for Avengers Kang Dynasty gave some unexpected information on Fantastic Four's inclusion in that film. Marvel's first family, the Fantastic Four, is set to grace the big screen on Valentine's Day 2025. Since the film was announced a few years ago, information has really only been revealed in drips and dabs. Things like the setting and casting have all been closely guarded secrets, all while Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige has stated that the Fantastic Four will be a cornerstone of the franchise after their debut. So with that in mind, it's natural to assume that the team will go on to play a large role in the 2 Avengers movies that are currently on the slate. Screenwriter Jeff Loveness dropped some knowledge on that particular subject. And one thing before I go on to what Loveness said, the last thing we heard about Fantastic Four was what kind of, I think I said this last night, was that they are rumored to, they're going to be messing with Tony Stark's time-traveling tech from Endgame that Reed is going to be messing with. I still like what Johnny Stevens said, because I remember when we talked about this when it originally leaked. I said I don't like the fact that Reed is tampering with Tony Stark tech, because Reed would have figured time travel out way before Tony touched time travel. But then Johnny Stevens said, well, maybe he's tampering with it because he sees it as primitive. And I was like, okay, maybe he does see it as like, oh, this is some primitive fucking technology, let's see what this is, all blah, blah, blah. And then messing with it, they get sent back to the 60s, where they spend a year in the 60s and everything that happens, blah, 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 within that. So that's kind of like what we heard from the newest things with the Fantastic Four. But Jeff Loveness said, speaking with I9, Jeff Loveness, writer of Avengers Kang Dynasty, mentioned that he probably won't even be using the Fantastic Four in the movie. Yeah, it's definitely a tricky thing, but much like when I took on this Ant-Man job, I can't really focus on that outside stuff. I have just got to lay down the bones of a good story, hopefully, and find the characters that I want to tell it. And then it becomes a game of ping pong with the other people, like whoever comes on and does Fantastic Four or Blade, or I'm probably not even using those characters, but it all informs itself. And then it goes on to say, this may come as a surprise to MCU fans, particularly given Feige's recent statements that they will become a big pillar of the MCU going forward. After all, the Fantastic Four movie is set to open shortly before Kang Dynasty, and many fans were under the impression that the placement was intentional. I thought it was. And that Reed, Sue, Ben, and Johnny would springboard into the Avengers' next adventure after being set up in their own movie. It's also interesting to note Kang himself has ties to the Fantastic Four, given that his true identity, Nathaniel Richards, is a descendant of Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, so it doesn't take much of a leap to assume that the Four would appear in Kang Dynasty based on the connection alone. And it says, breaking down, it says, the idea that Fantastic Four probably won't play a role in Avengers 5 is an unexpected revelation, to say the least. Still, it does make some sense that Loveness isn't writing them in. The team hasn't even been officially cast yet, and the actual Fantastic Four, to our knowledge, the actual Fantastic Four movie doesn't begin filming until early 2024. Significant elements are far from set in stone, so it's logical that the group would sit out Avengers 5, but there is a chance they get written into the script later. And I think they're going to be in the fucking movie. Then it says, as for the follow-ups, Avengers, Secret Wars, one would think that the Fantastic Four stand a better chance of appearing in that film. Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four is set to hit theaters on February 14, 2025. Avengers Kang Dynasty will hit May 5th in the same year. They're going to be in the film. And the reason I say they're going to be in the film is, to our knowledge, the Fantastic Four has not been cast. I've said every time we talk about the casting, I've said I believe Marvel already has who they want casted. And these names that we've seen, like for Reed, all the names we've seen for Reed, every single one of them that we've seen, I still believe, outside of probably William Jackson Harper, since we've recently just seen him in Quantumania. I still believe that they're going to do the Council of Reeds, and those names that have been rumored on the table for being 616 Reed Richards are just going to be versions of Reed in this Council of Reeds. I also believe that they are still going to be in this film because, like they just said, they could be written in later. It could be one of those things, like he said. It is a ping pong deal, and that's something that Peyton Reed, whoever was originally supposed to direct Doctor Strange 2, that was an issue he had, was that he wanted to do obviously the story we all know, which was involving Nightmare, but the MCU wanted him to stick on par with the story they're trying to tell. So it is a ping pong type deal with Matt Shakman doing the Fantastic Four. Maybe he's going to have to get with Shakman to, because they have to go off of each other. It has to connect. It has to have that connective tissue. I still, like I said, I think they're going to get written in later on. I think they're still going to be in it. With all the stuff we've been hearing about the Fantastic Four, and it's been a shit ton of stuff we've been hearing. I'm quite sick of talking about the Fantastic Four. And with Kevin Feige saying that they're going to be, not Kevin Feige, Brosnan or whoever that the other producer dude who's been doing a hell of a lot of talking lately, Steven something, starts with a B. He said there's not going to be any corner of the MCU that Kang's not touching. And he also said some things about the Fantastic Four, that they play a huge role in things going forward, but then Kevin Feige called them big pillars moving forward, and the MCU being super important to the future of the MCU and things like that. Obviously, this is Marvel's first family. We know also that Valeria and Franklin are in it. Like they're going to have their kids, so the kids are established. I like that. That was something we've all questioned. Or is Franklin going to be in it? Was Valeria going to be in it? And it looks like they actually are. This is a rumor, so take that with a grain of salt. But the rumor is that Sue and Reed do have the kids. I think they're going to be in it. I think they're going to be in Kang Dynasty. It just doesn't make sense for Fantastic Four to come out before Kang Dynasty, like we mentioned here, like the direct mentioned rather. They have ties to Reed. Or Kang has ties to Reed, being a descendant of Reed and things like that. We obviously know that they just play such a big role. Yeah. I mean, they're Marvel's first family. If you're trying to do this whole Secret Wars thing, you need to have them there because Reed needs to start interacting with other fucking Marvel heroes.
Well, that's my thing. And what was the point in having... You fired... They fired Derrickson for Multiverse of Madness and hired what's his name? Who did Multiverse?
Sam Raimi.
Yeah, they hired Raimi, but they made the decision to still have Mr. Fantastic in there, and so I don't see why they would be like, let's put a variant of him in Multiverse of Madness, and then let's not put the team in Kang's Dynasty. One, it doesn't make sense because it's a miss. If Kang's Dynasty isn't good, no one's sticking around for Fantastic Four. No one's sticking around for the X-Men and shit if you don't get Kang. That's just what I think. If you fuck up Secret Wars and Kang's Dynasty, I don't think people are going to stick around for Fantastic Four because
Well, it does come... Fantastic Four's first.
That's true.
It comes before Kang Dynasty.
But okay,
this will be the first Avengers film since...
So if Kang's Dynasty comes first... And that's my... Okay, so that would change the thought process on that, my fault. But why wouldn't they, if Fantastic Four comes first, why wouldn't they throw him in the movie?
That's what I'm...
And then,
yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. Because if Namor's in Kang Dynasty, and he is, because Loveness talked about he can't wait to write Namor. Namor's in Kang Dynasty. If all of this is going on in Kang Dynasty, like the rumor stuff with the multiple Kangs fighting different Avengers teams and things like that, we know that the Avengers are going to lose. That is something that has already been put out there. Not just, the stakes are high. Loveness has kind of touched on that a little bit. He even touched on Kang's kill count again. I think if the Fantastic Four, they have to be in it. Because as I said, or as I was saying about Reed's role in Secret Wars is massive, for lack of better explanation of it. I mean, if you've read Secret Wars, you know. Reed's role is massive. Reed needs to start interacting with Marvel heroes. I mean, you're already you're not going to have T'Challa. So which is one of his best fucking friends, who he interacts with a plethora of in Secret Wars, and not just Secret Wars, Marvel Comics in general. You're not gonna have T'Challa there for him to bounce off of. Seemingly, maybe he's not even a part of the Illuminati, and that that's the whole opening of Time Runs Out. T'Challa looking up, seeing what's going on above Wakanda. Assembles the Illuminati. Reed's the one that kind of, Reed's the only reason T'Challa entertains that shit, So yeah. It's I don't know. I just feel like he has such a pivotal role with relationships he has with other Marvel heroes, and not just that, his role in Secret Wars in general. I don't know why he wouldn't be in Kang Dynasty. I don't know, because if you throw the Fantastic Four in Secret Wars, that's just gonna feel like is that gonna be them meeting all of them for the first time, like meeting other Marvel heroes for the first time? I don't know. I feel like they need to go on some shit together. They put them in Avengers Kang Dynasty, let them experience some shit with these other Marvel heroes, to where it's a smoother transition in Secret Wars. It's not like, oh, this feels weird that the Fantastic Four is just meeting everyone.
It's like we've talked about before, though. You don't even have to introduce them all at once. Like, you can give us Reed interacting with MCU characters here, and then introduce someone else here, boom, there. So you can do it. They're gonna do
I think they probably should have kept the post-credit scene for instead of the Pizza Papa shit. And I forgot about that till somebody brought that up to me the other day. Instead of that Pizza Papa shit, they should have kept the Reed Richards mid-credit scene, just to give people like, oh, they're here, bro. Like, just show the hand reaching out, rewind the shit from the Illuminati, Wanda fucking up the Illuminati, and then pull it back. Because from my understanding, the camera was gonna follow the hand, follow the arm stretching out. The arm was gonna rewind the events from 838, then the camera was going to slowly follow the hand back as it was, being stretched back, and then we were going to see Reed watching the events from, and again, I feel like that could have been great, because Reed's technology, Reed's intelligence, it's far beyond anything we've seen so far in the MCU. Like, we think MCU fans think Tony's smart. Like, that's why I said Reed wouldn't give a fuck about Tony's time travel shit, because he probably figured that shit out during Iron Man the movie, So it's like, I don't know.
Old news,
yeah, old news. Yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's going on with the Fantastic Four. That's what's going on from Jeff Loveness saying that he doesn't even think he's going to write them in. I believe that he thinks right now he's not going to write them in, but I believe once him and Shackman kind of team up on how these movies have to interconnect and things like that, then I think that we could possibly be seeing the Fantastic Four in Kang Dynasty. But as always, question is for you guys. Let us know down below in the comments what you guys are thinking about the Fantastic Four showing up in Kang Dynasty. For you personally, do you need the Fantastic Four to be in Kang Dynasty? Are you like me, where you're kind of sick of just talking about the Fantastic Four? You want to kind of just see what the MCU is going to do with them? And if they're not in Kang Dynasty, what do you think that's going to look like with them just popping up in Secret Wars without being established in anything moving? Now, I don't know that for a fact. I don't know that they're going to not going to be established in anything before Secret Wars. What I always thought Marvel was going to do, I thought they were going to do them the same way that they did T'Challa, and the same way that they did Spider-Man in Civil War. Show them in a film that's not their film, then maybe show them in their film. But I feel like they have their own, they have something. We'll let Kevin Feige tell it, something special, and let Nate Moore tell it, and you can pump your brakes with Nate Moore. But let them tell it. They have something very special in store for audiences when it comes to the Fantastic Four. So they have obviously their own story that they're trying to tell. But what do you think that's going to look like without the Fantastic Four showing up in the MCU before Secret Wars? So let me know what you guys' thoughts, concerns, happy, whatever it might be down below in the comments. Let's see what you guys are saying. It's like Gray said, Reed and T'Challa are the real science bros. That is very true. They are indeed. Let's see. We got Xavier Phoenix that said, without T'Challa, this story is already starting off on shaky ground for me. D. Stizzle said, Franklin's a good kid, but Valeria is a little brat, lol. But they're both important to the future foundation, which is a good way to introduce new smart kids from the comics. Yeah. You know, that's something a lot of us were asking. Were we going to see Franklin? Were we going to get to see Valeria? And I'm glad we're getting to see Franklin. You know, Valeria's may not be as popular as Franklin, but I still like her a lot as well. Kenny said, God King Doom will probably be the next Thanos, and Kang, if he is, I'm so stoked. Yeah, you know, there is that. It's a rumor. I don't really know, you know, how any of this stuff is going to work, but we know that he's supposed to be, Doom had been the villain for Phase 7, the overall big bad villain for Phase 7, and he still very well could be, but they were also heard that the, you know, Phase 7 is going to be the the mutant saga, the X-Men saga. So I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure how they're going to do that one. Let's see, we've got, let me kind of go here. Omega said, Darius, do you think new variants of established heroes should mostly be the same actor or new takes on different variants? I'm tired of the same take. Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse, multiple Benedicts, Flash, multiple Ezras, tired. Yeah, I like, don't get me wrong, I like when they do look like them. But I also like I don't like when every one of them looks like the 616 version. Like with Spider-Man. Obviously, we don't have another version that looks like Tom. We've just got, you know, a different Peter that is Andrew, different Peter that is Toby. I like that. I also like, though, when who do we see different variants of that have had different faces?
Loki.
Oh yeah, Loki. I think that's it. Because Wanda was Wanda.
Wanda is one of one. I don't know why Strange was one of. Yeah. Even Iron Man would have been different if they were talking about doing who was Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise would have been different than Robert Downey. If they would have brought back talk about Secret Wars and everything. If they were bringing back the dude who played Hulk previously, doing that still, I mean, everyone would be different.
Yeah,
just about, except for Wanda and Strange, and so I don't know why they. I mean, like you said, with some of them I do like it, but I never thought that like them leaking all the reads, Council of Reeds, they're all gonna look different, or they're probably gonna have some of them that look the same. It's just like I don't know why they don't go the route of let's cast a couple people if we are gonna do the multiversal thing.
Because I don't feel like they really put a lot of thought into the multiversal saga.
Well,
I feel like it was probably a big idea on a whiteboard.
Before I left, I read a comment that said, like, do they even have a plan? Because they changed Ant-Man. How long before it came out did they change? Like a month they were still doing reshoots before?
They were doing reshoots.
So it's like, do they
before.
even have like a set in stone plan? Or is it kind of just like you said, we have a big whiteboard
with Secret Wars written on it?
We got a timeline with a bunch of ideas written on where they should go. But it's like, we're going to plug and play them as we
see fit.
Oh, we can't cast him, so let's maybe do this. Oh, this dude unfortunately died. Let's just do this then. It's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't feel like they really do. Like, people of comments have said, I don't think they have a set plan.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, James Gunn said, that Marvel's, the DC is way more planned out than Marvel was in its first phase. But I think also one of the things that James Gunn also talked about in that interview was, you know, Marvel's treatment of VFX workers. He was talking about Marvel rushing things. This is somebody on the inside that works for them, you know, that's done a trilogy for them. If he is saying things like that, then I guarantee you it's still that same energy over there. They're still rushing shit. I mean, now they've slowed a lot of shit down, and maybe it's because the backlash. And maybe hopefully Quantumania really woke them up, because they weren't, you know, Loveness talked about that. He said how hurt he was about the the critic reviews and people's reviews. He was like, he was not expecting that. Marvel was not expecting that. When that shit hit, they weren't expecting to get those reviews. They weren't expecting for that shit to be whatever the fuck it is on Rotten Tomatoes. They weren't expecting that. And hopefully, by seeing that, this has been a wake-up call for them to be like, we
messed up.
We can't keep doing this half-assed shit thinking that motherfucker's gonna be here for 80+ years.
Yeah.
Like, nah, that's not. They've gotta come harder.
They holding too much value in the past. They think the phases 1 through 3 really gonna carry that much of the future. Like, no.
Yeah.
Two, like, couple more phase 4s and you're done. You are DC.
Yeah. Shirley Miles said, "I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all of it. They need to start all over again. Multiple. They messed up." Then she went on to say, I'm sick of all of it. They need to start all over again. I don't make mistakes like they did on the last, or not make mistakes on like they did on the last few movies." Then she ended it with, "They were good in the beginning and in the middle. Now they're starting to mess up." Yeah. Somebody tweeted this. And I'll share this. Where the fuck is my profile? Whatever. Profile? I was about to say, the fuck?
Bro's bamboozled.
Somebody tweeted this and said, they said, "Peak. I fear," let's click on it. They said, "Peak. I fear," well,
I don't know if you have the screen up on stream.
Okay, so anyway, I thought his shit was gonna be over there. "Peak. I fear the MCU will never capture this feeling again. Hope I'm wrong though." No, you're not.
Yeah.
This will never be captured by Marvel again. If you would have asked me a month or two ago, it's crazy how much my mind has changed.
See it, you still don't have the screen on.
Oh, I don't. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
Sorry. I'm so used to. I'm used to.
That 1 minute.
Yeah. My fault. Marvel will never be this again. They will never be this again. And if you would have asked me a month or two ago, and like I said, it's funny how much my mind has changed. If you'd have asked me a month or two ago, I would have told you, bro, it's fine. Marvel's going to get back to glory. They're going to get back to that lightning in a bottle. I was trying to be positive. Quantumania, I didn't hate it. But as we said last night, I have found myself talking less about Marvel when I'm not on this platform. So I talk Marvel all that time.
Literally.
All that time, and now I'm not talking about it at all unless someone asks me a question. I don't talk about it. Marvel won't be this again. They won't capture this.
I used to be able to tell my friends, go watch this. Like, Yep. Now it's like, if I do think something's good and go, it's like, I'll get to it when I get to it.
Right.
Like, it can't be that good.
That's how I feel, and that's so sad, bro. Like,
yeah.
That's like I should have jumped at the holiday special for Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't. I kept saying what you said. I'll watch it when I watch it, and when I watch it, just turned into I really don't give a fuck to watch it. Yeah, it's another Morbius. It's another Morbius. Like I don't hate it the way I hate Morbius, but I don't care. I don't care with this one. I don't care to watch it at all. It's just like,
hey, time is valuable.
Yeah, bro.
Like, I don't get to time travel and shit like these superheroes and shit. Like, you get an hour of my night, and it's like between like with my dogs or watching an NBA game or watching like the Guardians special. Nowadays, Marvel has not been the go-to. Like, it just hasn't been.
It hasn't been. It has not.
It's been a way like, I'll watch it. I'll see the funny clips on Twitter. I'll see the good clips on Twitter. Like, that's literally what it is now.
This was magic.
No.
If you remember your theater experience, I'll never forget my No Way Home, and I'll never forget my Infinity War.
That's like, as much as we say films are comic booky, that's like a comic book film.
It is a
you have
comic
so
book
many
film
different stories going on
in
once,
one,
but they all
and
come
it's so
together at the end of the story.
brilliant. It's so brilliant. I love this movie. God, I love this movie.
Both of them put
Yes,
together.
both Endgame and Infinity War. I love those fucking movies. I will never forget my theater experience. I will never forget this. Nope. That was something different. Never. And they'll never do that again. As much as they need to be able to do this again for Secret Wars needs to trump this. It won't. I just don't think it will. Again, if you would have asked me a month or two ago, I would have told you, bro, it's gonna be this. I still believe they're trying to get all the past actors and actresses back, but it can.
I don't think it will. I
used
to think maybe.
Yeah,
it can. Maybe like I just said, I can. Now I think it can, but
yeah,
probably won't.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. Do you see any? Go ahead. I'm let you take it.
To Mind of Inception said, to be honest, feels embarrassing being a Marvel fan right now. Raymond said Marvel will never bounce back. Both of those are true. It's like I tell people I'm going to see Marvel movie, and they're like, oh. Or it's like you used to tell people like, oh, me too. I'm going tomorrow. I can't go today, but I gotta go Sunday. It's like now it's like, oh, you're going to see that?
That's crazy. That's
wild.
A
coworker just told me I didn't really enjoy Ant-Man. And that's like the average viewer who doesn't really know what Kang is going on. You know, like, and so it's like if you don't really know who Kang is or what's being set up, the film really might not be that good.
Maybe not, and that that was something I've been saying.
Just died.
Yeah,
like nothing. Like it wasn't that good.
And it's sad because, like you just said, I think I said this. I think we both said this last night too. Yeah, we both did. The last movie I was excited to go see in theater was No Way Home. Yeah, because I was, of course, I wasn't excited for Never. Love and Thunder.
We were cool to go see Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
Excited?
Yeah, I won't say excited.
I would say was because we really knew Multiverse.
Yeah, we knew what was going on.
But like to really go and see what happened in No Way Home on screen, I think that's really what we were excited for and shit. Like just all that nostalgia and shit like that. I'm a Doctor Strange fan. I'll tell you, I wasn't excited to see Multiverse of Madness. I was just like, yay.
Yeah, no.
It should be a good movie. It's probably not going to be what I like, but it should be a great movie. And it was a okay movie.
Thor: Love and Thunder is what really started my downward decline. That's what really started me questioning shit because I won't forget it. I posted the trailer. No, was it? No, it wasn't the trailer. It was like the poster before the trailer. I posted on my Snapchat story, my Instagram story, and I said, "Trust me." It's in my archives, bro. You know, if you post something on your story, Snap or Instagram archives it. I went back and looked at exactly what I said. I put, "Trust me. This is going to be a pivotal film."
Yeah,
for the MCU.
I remember. And I remember sitting here when they dropped that last little trailer. I remember sitting here on live and sounding like this is a bait and switch. I remember they had the little Guardians in the trailer walking in. The trailer looked good as fuck in the first 30 minutes. And I was like, pause it. Yeah. I was like, I guarantee you this trailer is the first 5 minutes of the movie. And the movie's gonna. I was like, this shit's gonna suck.
And it was. It's the shortest MCU movie. It's It's so bad.
I don't even know why the fuck the Guardians were in that movie. Genuinely, I do not know why the Guardians were in that movie. I hate
the beginning with the Guardians where he says Thor's talking to me. He's like, I just need someone to come tell me, hey, Thor, we need your help to save the world. Thor, we need your help to save the world.
Dora the Explorer ass storytelling.
Pulled fucking Stormbreaker out of the ground. Flew on Stormbreaker like a. So bad, man. That film, God. You know what? That film had me at almost. I thought to myself, when Gore showed up in New Asgard and kind of tussled, it wasn't a fight, tussled with Thor a little bit. I was like, because I remember I sat up, I was like, okay, we're getting good. It's getting good. I was like, here we go. But then
good scene in that movie.
It went back to, and I was like, damn, this is bad.
There's one good scene in that movie to me, and that's whenever Gore gets like Jane, Thor, and them all wrapped up and everything. And he's just like fucking with them and shit and talking in their faces and everything. Like that is
That's a good scene too. That's like, a good scene.
I like that scene and everything.
It's a good scene.
But
the dialogue was great.
Anything else, I don't really. not that it's not memorable. The shit sucks.
It's
like
awful.
this shit is so.
And I remember it for all the wrong reasons. It is awful. I've seen it twice. I saw it twice. I watched it once and I was like, okay, let me watch it again. Same feelings. It's awful. It's awful. Gore crawling.
Kenny said Gore the off-camera god butcher.
Yeah, exactly. Gore the off-camera god butcher.
Was so fucking squeaky duck, Pip Squeaky.
Which one?
Where he kills the god.
That one.
God.
Where the CGI was so
yeah,
fucking bad on him.
Pip Squeaky duck rubber duck. Like that shit was ass.
And then the only time we see Gore doing any Gore god butching is when the Guardians pull up the multiple killings on the computer screen or whatever the screen, and it's like you don't even see it. You
see it happening.
Yeah, like it's
you know
him killing.
They make it aware.
And this is the last thing I'll say about it.
As long as we spent on that movie. And
I know. I said this during our review, and I still mean this. Zeus. That ain't Zeus. Zack Snyder's Zeus was even though he didn't talk, he didn't say anything, he just was. Like, when you see Zeus on the battlefield with Darkseid and he's sitting there electrocuting, like, bro, that's Zeus. Picking up your skirt and hiking down the stairs, that's not Zeus. I was like, what the, like the whole orgy thing, that's Zeus. That's something Zeus would say. But he should have, like, I thought they should have made it funny, touch on the orgy thing if you want to, that's fine. But then it should have been, okay, gods, now let's get serious here about this god butcher that's going around.
I'll be honest, I don't know why it was Russell Crowe.
I don't either.
I don't know why the nigga was fat. I don't know why the nigga was big and old, fat. I don't know. It wasn't Zeus in any sort. Hey, source material. I'm going to say that shit. I have a feeling it's like quote of the year. Source material.
Source material.
That's it. Like, so fucking off from it. Gray said Marvel shot themselves in the foot. They've had no real competition from DC, but they have taken L's from a Tom Cruise sequel, elongated tribal Smurf cats, and a coked out grizzly bear.
What comes out in April for them? Nothing?
Marvel?
I don't think anything.
Nothing till Guardians, I don't think.
I was hoping they were going to have to battle Mario. Because Mario's going to shit. Mario, if that's probably smart that they didn't do that in April. Some people may disagree with me. You're smoking dick if you do. I'm sorry. It's to that point now you are. If they released a Marvel film the same time as the Super Smash Bros. Film.
Fuck that, though. Any other big film coming out. Like, we got the Flash coming.
This was never a conversation.
I think they've started to strategically place shit, though. Because we've got the Flash coming out.
We've
got Creed coming out in March here this weekend.
Yeah.
It's like they placed all their shit. Like, watch, Guardians is going to be promoted at the end of March Madness, NBA playoffs or some shit like that. Beginning of NBA playoffs. Boom. And then we get nothing else until what? Is Armor Wars this summer? Or is that next year?
Bro.
I don't know for sure on that because I really may have. All I know is that the Marvels is at the end of the year. We get Guardians.
Hold on, I can pull it up on the subreddit.
Secret Invasion, CGZ. I do not know. Secret Invasion ain't for like 2 years, I think.
No, Secret Invasion's this year. They're just not talking about it. They're not fucking talking about it.
Secret Invasion and Armor Wars is this year?
I don't know if is Armor Wars this year. Hold on, I just pulled up the subreddit. Okay.
Armor Wars can't be this year, though.
Guardians of the Galaxy comes out May 5th. Secret Invasion is in May. We just don't know when. June 2nd is Across the Spider-Verse. Summer is Loki. We don't know because they keep changing it. They push it back to it's a rumor now to be the end of the summer. X-Men 97. Okay, fall. It's coming fall. I was going to go in on some... whatever. Yeah. Ironheart's been pushed back to another year. We don't know. Kraven the Hunter is October 6th. The Marvels is November 10th. Right. Now, yeah, it's still November. Yeah, November. Agatha has been pushed back to another year. Echo, pushed back to another year. El fucking Morto, January 12th. Madam Web, February 16th. What If, 2024. Beyond the Spider-Verse, 2024. Captain America New World Order, May 3rd. Thunderbolts July 26th. Marvel Zombies 2024. I doubt it. Doubt it. Daredevil 2024. Blade September 6th, 2024. Armor Wars is to be announced. There's no date. Deadpool 3 November 8th. And the others that have titles are dates: Fantastic Four, Secret Wars, Avengers, Kang Dynasty. So no, all we have on Secret Invasion is May, and all we have on Armor Wars is TBD. So Secret Invasion's this year, bro, but they've not talked about it. That's why I was so confused when it came out that they weren't doing a trailer at the Super Bowl. I said, what the fuck? Didn't this shit come out soon? I don't know.
So the last thing we got from that was what, like SDC?
The trailer. Yeah, that was it. That was the last thing we got from Secret Invasion. And we got what? We talked about it a couple weeks ago. It was like a promising update, but the promising update was just May.
Yeah.
That was it. So I don't really know.
Shirley said, I think the Transformer movie is going to outdo the Marvel movies.
Oh, wait a minute. When does Transformers come out, though? Rise of the Beast.
I want to say it's ended.
Rise of the Beast. It's 2023. It's June 9th.
Summer.
What's June for them? They're smart. Nothing. They're smart. Because I don't give a fuck what it ain't touching Across the Spider-Verse. That comes out June 2nd.
They're lucky they have Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, they are. They are. And
they are super lucky to have that.
And a month after, Thunderbolts comes out in July. No, Thunderbolts is not till 2024. I forgot about that. I thought that was this year. That's not till next year. Oh. So this year, we just have Guardians, Secret Invasion, Across the Spider-Verse, Loki, possibly 97, Kraven the Animal Lover, the Marvels, and that's it. That's what's left this year. Yeah, I don't know, bro. But Armor Wars, as you see, it doesn't have a date.
Raptor Cloak said the Marvel TV shows were without a doubt better off at Netflix since they weren't interfering with any Marvel movie plot lines.
Yeah. Ashra said, no wonder Ant-Man 3 failed. They threw its promotional money along with Strange Worlds, but still Chinese rejected Wakanda Forever. Yeah, but I said China was going to do that from the beginning. I kept telling everyone that. Everybody that kept saying, oh, well, when it gets to China. No. But what he just said there, promotion. The reason... See, I won't even say promotion along with Strange New World. Unless you're saying they advertise Quantumania the way they advertise Strange New World, and I would agree with you there because all the time they should have been advertising Quantumania. They were advertising Wakanda fucking for never. And I actively asked that shit, bro.
The nigga Gray said China got Disney Plus too. They wait. They can wait.
Yeah, they waited. I actively asked that, bro. Like, I was like, why are we still talking Wakanda Forever when Quantumania comes out in 3 weeks? Like, even still, Wakanda Forever is still the focus. I don't know why. It's baffling. It is so baffling. It's because you can't get on the Direct's website without there being something about Wakanda Forever every fucking day. And I'm like, this film came out in November. Why the fuck are we still talking about this? Why is this still the focus? An underperforming film is still the focus. Why? You negated advertising Quantumania to tell us shit about to talk about BP3. Like,
yeah, doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Kenny said Sony messed up with Spider-Verse because they showed us they can make a masterpiece of a Spider-Man film, so they know how to do it, but they continue to half-ass their other projects.
Yeah, that's true. I forget about Hypno Hustler. Forget about that with Donald Glover. All right, we'll move to the next one here. And this was kind of what I was talking about with the leaks and everything. Marvel Studios is extreme leak prevention for Captain America 4. Now, Anthony Mackie talked about this. I'm just going to kind of read through this really quickly. It says Captain America 4's leading actor revealed the intense security measures he has had to adhere to for his next MCU movie. When a new MCU project is released, many will go to great lengths regarding spoilers. Either fans will seek out every piece of information from development to premiere, or fans will take every precaution to avoid information. I know Stamina does that. Some going so far as not watching trailers to avoid spoilers. Due to people in the first category often revealing major plot twists or story beats well in advance of project's release, Marvel Studios has enhanced certain precautionary measures against internal leaks. Then this is what Mackie had to say in an interview. Oh, it was with Kelly Clarkson? Oh, so this is a video. So let's see if we can just pull that up then, because Kelly Clarkson has a talk show. So let's see if we can just pull that up. Bear with me 1 second. All right, let's see what he was talking about. All right, here he is.
J-Rob said, how do you guys think Falcon America is going to do in China? 2 things they hate in one movie. Damn.
Oh, I know. But see, he's not lying. That is one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons I kept telling everybody, why everybody kept telling me, oh, Wakanda Forever is going to do great in China. A black film?
Fuck with it.
No, it's not.
Fuck with us.
No, it's not. They didn't. Bro, I saw something. I mentioned this before a while ago, like before I took the hiatus that I took. I don't remember who said it. And I don't know if there's any validity to it at all. But I heard that China wasn't trying to watch the all-black film. They didn't give a shit about watching it. You know how much China... I say this in the video. Let me go to my
No,
script.
Diesel's right. Like, China doesn't allow Chinese villains versus non-Chinese heroes from foreign theaters.
Mhm.
That's why they race swap the Mandarin. Also change the ancient one to Placate China.
Yep. He's not wrong.
I can't read.
This is what...
Literate.
This is... Let me see. Because I put this... I mentioned this in the video. Hold on. I want to make sure I'm... Okay, here it is. Okay, so domestically, BP1 made $700 million. Whereas Wakanda Forever pulled in domestically $453 million. That leaving $246 million unaccounted for. And everybody kept telling me, oh, well, China. What did I say? Where is it? I'm sorry. This is really long. Because it's my script. It's my script to the video. It's long. And it's a very small percentage of what they even contributed to BP1, because everybody likes to say that too. Everybody likes to say, well, the 1.3 billion came from China. It didn't, though. It didn't. Like I don't know where your math is coming from. I don't know where people are getting that information, but it didn't. Like it China doesn't fuck with niggas. Like I don't know why. Like I don't know why. That anyway. Here's what.
Because of that American stereotypical TV though.
Yeah.
Chinese babies seeing what they be putting blacks through on TV, they be like, oh, these them niggas.
Oh, we're not fucking with them.
His name, all that's what they do. Sell drugs, rob, shoot. Nah.
This is what. Okay, so Marvel has been trying to control leaks and everything lately, trying to do some control on that. We know that this is not the first time we've heard that. We've heard also that they were going to start leaking fake things so that the scoopers could carry those things, and that be the thought process that everybody has moving forward. So Anthony Mackie recently discussed that with Kelly Clarkson, and this is what he had to say.
What's up, y'all? We're back with Anthony Mackie. Give it up.
Oh, well, did he have anything to say? Hold on one second. Did he have anything to say? Why is this muted? Okay, here we go. Let's see what he had to say.
What's up, y'all? We're back with Anthony Mackie. Give it up. Anthony's new movie is called We Have a Ghost. You can see it now on Netflix. We all know ghosts are notoriously creepy, y'all. So we thought this would be a good time for another round of What's Creeping Up on Me? What's creeping up on me? Get it, Jesse.
Good.
Are you good at games?
I am very bad at games. And I have a stack of games and losses to prove it to myself.
Oh my God, I love it. Okay, well, we're on a team. Here's how this game works. I'm good at games generally. Anthony will start with his back to the screen, and I'll give him clues about what's creeping up behind him without saying the name of the thing. Then we're going to switch sides, and Anthony will give me clues. Are you ready?
I got to focus.
If we can correctly guess 10 things total in 2 rounds, the audience will win a prize. Do you want to let them down? If we can't, I blame Anthony. Let's get into position. Okay.
That's so not fair.
Okay. No, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Okay, so here we go. And go. What the hell? Oh,
you have to talk to me.
A big thing in the forest that people say they've seen, but it's not real, but might be real.
Bigfoot.
Another word. Okay, yeah. Oh, this is it's what's inside my skin. What's underneath all my skin? Like
muscles.
No, even the muscles are attached to it.
Skeleton.
Yes. Oh, and it's doing this. It's moving. It's a moving skeleton.
A moving skeleton.
It's a oh my God. Okay.
Moving.
Okay. Ah! Josh Brolin in Marvel.
Thanos.
Yes. Move. This is like
Okay, I downloaded the wrong one. It's downloading the right one now.
She's gonna say something racist. You don't know what to say with that, Cap.
Yeah, Thanos. Thanos, huh? Yeah. Give me just a second. I'm downloading the correct interview, the correct portion of the interview. Read some of those comments there, so we can. We don't have silence.
D-Steezle said Kelly Clarkson has been creeping up on that buffet. That's crazy. Kenny said, like, you can be put in jail for racist behavior in China, but discrimination is wayside behavior that they deem necessary for Chinese society. Yeah, I would say stereotypes are a lot more commonly believed in China. I would say that. Discrimination and stereotypical. Alpha Records said, do you have a VPN and do you advise one?
I don't have a VPN, but from what I've seen, people do advise VPNs.
J-Rob said, come on, y'all, give Kelly a break. LOL, the rubber band don't snap back sometimes. Nigga, you give her a break. That's crazy. Any other comments not talking about Kelly Clarkson's looks? Her forearms look like 5 arms. Like, that's crazy. But can she still sing? Hopefully.
No, she can still sing. I've heard her sing.
I don't think she lost that
recently. She can
Dan
still
the
sing.
Man said, everybody say a prayer right now because y'all stay coming for Mackie.
Hey, bro, you know I cannot stand Anthony Mackie.
I think that nigga's just a comedian.
Okay, here's the interview. Here's what he said. Here we go.
I just laugh at that nigga every time I see him.
In the have a seat. Oh, you're being a gentleman. I like it.
Well, ladies first. Ladies day.
Yeah. You're here in person this time.
I know. It's the first time for everything. The first time I was doing that little COVID parole situation.
I know we all had to do it. The Zoom interviews.
You know, I hated Zoom.
I know, but here's
so
the question: were you wearing pants? Because I always had I literally had a blouse on, and then it was like my yoga pants.
See, I was very afraid that the tilt always get me, because my house, I had to figure out how to tilt the computer.
Yeah.
So I knew if I wasn't wearing pants, my dog would walk by and everybody would see the round brown.
Yeah.
So I
yeah.
had the blankets, I had everything.
I think I just didn't care. I just didn't care. I was so comfortable in my Nikes. I was like, yes, I love this half-up job.
Yeah, that was comfy, but the no pants, that's how you lose your job.
Yeah. Or gain a whole new audience.
A whole new audience.
So you actually have a musical background. I didn't know this. You were a DJ for like years.
When I was a kid, my cousin had a record label, and I wanted to be a rapper, so I was DJing, and I bought all these records, and I took my dad's records, and I was a DJ. Yes.
You're like a real DJ.
I was
with like
a
real record.
Yeah. Yes.
That's like real DJ.
We didn't even have computers back then. Remember?
Yeah.
This was before cell phones.
I know. That's now they just plug it in.
Now they just plug it in and hit a button, and everybody jump around. But now we had to.
Yeah.
You know, we had the
boards. It was like a real art form.
Yeah,
That's like hard
to
do.
Yeah. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
What was your like DJ name? What?
I was the Wanderer. DJ Wanderer.
Now
I used to kill it.
That could mean like many things.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's a whole archetype of different ways.
Okay, I like it. Okay.
Because sometimes I'll do like the old school, and when I'll do the new school, I'll do hip hop, I'll do funk, I'll do.
You
jazz
like a wide
eclectic.
variety. That's
I wandered through the crates.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? I thought about this.
I was thinking about the song "The Wanderer."
No.
I
never
get
heard
around,
that.
around. Yeah. See, and I thought that was a different vibe. That name. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know if I would.
Slam like LL Cool J with the Beatles.
Yeah. That's cool.
Crazy.
I love that. I'm a big fan of not limiting yourself to one genre. I think that's cool.
I agree. It's
everything
a lot of fun.
is influenced by everything, I feel.
Everything. But if you can get like, funny story. When I was in high school, Michael McDonald was doing a show in North Carolina. Yeah. So I was like, oh man, that dude, he a member of the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah.
So me and my roommate go to the show, and this old white dude comes out, and he's like, I was like, man, it's a cover band. He goes, no, that's Michael McDonald.
Oh my God, you didn't know he was.
I thought they were the Doobie Brothers. Not the Doobie Brothers.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
Yo.
Mind blown.
It was very hurtful.
But were you kind of like at the same time, like, this dude is killing it?
I've to this.
1 second. This shit is 12 minutes, and I'm not about to sit and listen to Anthony Mackie tell these stories. Let me find exactly where he starts talking about the Marvel security. I don't give a shit about his hip hop background.
I had a camera to just like record your reaction to this shit from this point of view.
Wait, is that what you were laughing at? I didn't even know what did I do?
He was telling some joke. You were just looking at that nigga like you wanted to put that nigga on the baseline and run him or some shit. And then that nigga said, Jesus. It's like, can you fucking shut up already? I'm just sitting here like, this nigga is not fucking amused.
I'm not, man. Anthony Mackie. Hold on. I'm trying to find the MCU shit. Hold on. Oh, God.
My nigga said the Wanderer.
The Wanderer.
DJ Wanderer. Bro, that's gotta be some of the corniest shit I've ever heard.
This is so unprofessional. I apologize. I typically am prepared.
DJ Wanderer.
I didn't know that he was actually on a show talking about it. Hold on. Hold on.
Dougie Fresh said, y'all on Anthony's bumper making me want to root for him. My nigga said the Wanderer. I know he definitely the uncle that just never shut up.
Oh shit.
Anthony Mackie could have went D1.
Oh shit.
That nigga blew his knee out.
Somebody should have been a real one in these comments and time stamped when he's talking about.
I don't pay attention to what Anthony Mackie.
I don't pay it. That's why I said this is so unprofessional. Normally I'm prepared, but I didn't know that he actually did an actual interview. Oh, there it is. There we go. Here we go. Here we go.
CGZ said it's not even worth it.
I know, but I want to do it. I want to do it. I don't know how far we are in here. 1 second.
Floor and why? Because we have a floor model TV. Aerial. Bust. Like Arsenio Hall runs off the stage.
And I was like, woo!
She killed it.
Yeah.
She killed it.
I miss Bustas. I'm going to Google.
Go to a website that gives us a location to meet. I got my passcode script today.
Be here without asking you like one question. Okay, so can you tell us anything about the new Captain America?
Ironically enough, I got my script today.
This is the sign.
Like today. I'll show you the email. I got my script today. Haven't read it, haven't opened it.
Okay. Oh
I haven't got my passcode to the website that lets me into the website.
I will read it for you.
We literally get a passcode to a website that gives us a location to meet the person to sign, to sit with a computer and read our script.
Wow. They don't trust y'all.
They don't trust nobody. And it's always like some 21-year-old intern and he just hates you. You know, he's sitting there eating Cheetos, and he's like, read faster, you know? And I'm like, I'm dyslexic, and he's like, I don't care. Like, it's a whole thing.
Oh, wait, are you dyslexic?
Yeah.
Oh, my daughter
Everybody's dyslexic.
No, that's interesting. My daughter, like, literally was crying the other night because she can't keep up. She's dyslexic, and they just kind of figured it out, and she was having... And I was telling her that a lot of artists, actually, so many actors and musicians...
works differently.
And that's what I told her. I was like, it's special, though. You see it differently. It's just that most of humanity sees it one way. That doesn't make it wrong.
100%.
But it's so cool. I love that freaking Captain America's dyslexic. I can't wait to tell her that. You don't understand. She was crying.
That's what got me into acting. Teachers are the most important foundation of American culture.
My mama was a teacher.
Your mama, wonderful. She's a foundation. She's a...
That's good enough for me. Say that again. What you just said.
I said that nigga Anthony Mackie is dyslexic, not Cap.
Not Sam. Oh, you're right, CGC. That wasn't worth it. That wasn't worth it.
The nigga said, "Please stop the madness." The nigga CGC is funny as fuck.
Oh fuck, Matt, you're right. It was not worth it. It wasn't. I honestly, I thought he was gonna go a little bit more on it. That is something I did see though in the print version of his interview, where he said they have to fucking sign into a computer, then go meet whoever. That's a lot of shit for whole ass plots to still be leaking. That's a lot of shit. So regardless of whatever security measures Marvel is currently taking, it's not working. Like I said, the entire script to Quantumania just leaked.
Raymond said you wasted 10 minutes
of
our lives.
Not just y'all's. 10 minutes of my. This was wasted. That was not what I thought he was going to be talking about. Yeah, no, we looked for that shit. I did not think that he was going to be. I didn't know we were going to jump so quickly to dyslexia. I thought we were gonna go a little bit more.
Dyslexic.
Yeah,
no,
you
nigga.
dyslexic.
No, nigga, I can read. I can read.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So that can honestly take me right into which was the last thing, and that is leaks. As far as this has already been leaked, we already know this because this has already been leaked. About Hugh Jackman playing multiple Wolverines in Deadpool 3. That already came out in the leaks from My Time to Shine Hello. If everybody talking about My Time to Shine Hello is not a credible scooper, this came out from My Time. It also came out from Daniel RPK. It came out from all of them, where we know that Hugh Jackman is going to be portraying multiple versions of Wolverine because it's him and Wade. Deadpool, Jesus, are going to be. I'm like, who the fuck?
He said Wade.
I couldn't get it out. I almost said Daredevil. Him and Deadpool are going to be traveling the multiverse, causing mayhem. You know, that's why the TVA is involved. They are going to get their hands on a time loom. Is something we're going to be introduced to in Loki season 2. That time loom is going to allow them to move about the multiverse the way that they are doing and things like that. And within that, we know we're going to see the multiple versions of Wolverine because from what Hugh Jackman has said, the Wolverine he's going to be portraying is going to be the angriest Wolverine he's ever done. He's from what he says. But with them traveling the multiverse, you know, that was in the league. We're going to see multiple Deadpools. We're going to see multiple Wolverines. We're going to see, rumored wise, the OG Fantastic Four. Owen Wilson is not just a cameo. He is a main part of the film. So this is what I wanted to show that. I showed this to back this up, just because regardless of whatever it is Marvel's trying to prevent,
gonna get out.
It's gonna get out. This stuff is still gonna get out. I don't know. I would say maybe go with whatever formula Star Wars uses, because their shit does not get out. And it's shitty. Star Wars is shitty currently. But their shit does not get out, bro. Like, if something gets out for Star Wars, it's very, very rare. So whoever they use to cover their shit, Marvel may need to look into that shit. But this is coming from the Deadpool updates on Twitter. I'll read their the tweet that they put out here. It says, Hugh Jackman has teased that he'll be playing multiple versions of Wolverine in Deadpool 3 by stating that he'll have a dual role in the film. Then it goes on where he said, this is the interviewer asking him, Are you going to resume your role as Wolverine in Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool 3? Yes, it will even be a double role. Ryan and I have been friends for 20 years. We have a lot of fun together. We're shooting this summer. That's why I'm so happy to be in Paris right now and be able to enjoy French, whatever type of, I'm assuming that's a food. Then it says, because very soon I will have to go on a strict diet to remake Wolverine's body, steamed chicken and broccoli. And the last thing that he said was a dual role, double role, or double casting is when one actor. Oh, okay, we know that. So yeah, he has touched on that himself. So it's really not even a rumor anymore. It's set in stone that we are going to be seeing multiple versions of these characters throughout. I mean, we're in the multiversal saga. Also, this is not coming from Marvel Studios. Marvel Studios nor Kevin Feige, no one has said this. This is coming from just like, again, like, can we get some toast, the Watcher, and things like that. They said that Deadpool 3 is going to be the film that cracks open the multiverse. I don't know what that means, because I just thought we were in the multiverse, but it's going to be the film that cracks open the multiverse. Exactly what that means, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I thought that happened in No Way Home.
I thought so, man. I mean, yeah. Well, that came out before Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, No Way Home. Yeah. So we'll see what's going on there. I'll read this little part here. It says Jackman's reveal makes sense given that the MCU will be the home of Deadpool 3, and Marvel is hard at work in developing the multiverse. They have already appeared a number of they've already shown a number of variants from beloved MCU heroes, with the Disney Plus series Loki and the movie Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness leading the charge. While fans have been asking for Jackman to wear Wolverine's yellow costume in Deadpool 3, it appears that there is now a real possibility that the actor does just that, but as the MCU version of Wolverine. Yeah, he'll have the suit. It says while the MCU using actors from past X-Men movies until now, such as Evan Peters and Patrick Stewart, has been with the purpose of them having cameos opposite Marvel's own heroes. It is possible that Jackman himself will stay on as the MCU's Wolverine, starting at Deadpool 3. We've heard that. we've heard that some of the Fox X-Men that are being brought in as their little farewell are going to stay. Specifically, Fassbender's Magneto is supposedly going to be the 616 MCU Magneto moving forward. It says the movie is set to bring Reynolds' foul-mouthed mutant fully to the MCU, and Jackman could have decided that staying on with his friend so Wolverine can return in Avengers Secret Wars in the foreseeable future might be fun enough thought to warrant going through the film Wolverine's workout and diet for the next few years. Well, the last part, it says, of course, several possible Wolverine variants could allow Jackman to stick around the MCU, in the MCU a little longer for the conclusion of the multiversal saga without the actor playing the MCU Wolverine. Jackman's last turn at the character could come back with the actors playing a variant of the Old Man Logan, whose stoic attitude would bounce off Reynolds' chatty Deadpool nicely. The distant future timeline of Logan is not the only possible route, with Deadpool 3 being able to pick up any points in the timeline for an X-Men movie from which to take a variant of Jackman's Wolverine, meaning possibilities are endless for Marvel's highly creative team. Yeah, we know that we're going to see multiple Wolverines. This is not new, really. It's not new. We're going to see multiple Wolverines. We're going to see him in the costume. We're going to see multiple Deadpools. As far as him continuing on in the MCU, I doubt that one. I don't think he's going to be the Wolverine moving forward. We're going to get a new Wolverine, but he is going to be in Secret Wars. He is going to be in Kang Dynasty. It's not just for Deadpool 3. His role, it's extenuous moving forward. But after Secret Wars, that's it. Now, I'll touch back on what I was saying earlier. We know, a lot of you already should know this, the X-Men are going to be coming in, the Fox X-Men are going to be coming into the MCU. They're going to be the X-Men that we see in Secret Wars. I don't believe, at least we've not heard anything about it as of late, I don't believe that the MCU X-Men are going to be involved. I think there's going to be some mutants that are involved, but not the MCU's X-Men. But we've also heard that the X-Men, the Fox X-Men, not all of them are going to leave after Secret Wars. Some of them are going to stay on as those characters in the future of the MCU. And again, specifically the one I've heard about is Michael Fassbender's Magneto. And we know that Sir Ian McKellen is rumored to be coming back, possibly even in Deadpool. With Patrick Stewart. We know that he said a couple weeks ago that Marvel told him to be on standby. We don't know if that's for Deadpool 3 or just or maybe a multitude of different projects. But we also heard that Ian McKellen at one point didn't want to come back. He wasn't wanting to come back as Magneto. Honestly, I would love to have Sir Ian McKellen back, but Fassbender's my preferred Magneto. And not only that, he's younger. I remember when we saw Black Widow, I leaned over to Henry and I said, we better get to Red Hulk fast.
Yeah.
Because
I remember you saying that.
Because he didn't look healthy at all. And I didn't even know he had cancer. I didn't know that until, he passed. But if they want McKellen, I was just watching him on I guess he was a model in a runway show. He's still doing his thing, as you know. He's old.
Yeah.
He's old. So I don't know. They better figure that one out on how they're going to do that. But that's really what we know about with Wolverine. We know that we already knew that there are going to be multiple Wolverines in this shit. So and Deadpool still remains one of my most anticipated on what's coming with Marvel. So any thoughts on anything with that?
Nope. Pretty much covered it all.
We
all knew this was coming.
Yeah, we know that's coming. The question always lies with you guys. What are you guys' thoughts? Obviously not too keen. Raymond said, oh, yay, another multiversal story. So what are you guys' thoughts on the multiple versions of Wolverine? Is this news to you? I feel like if you are a subscriber here or you are a active viewer, this shouldn't be news to you. We've covered this plenty of times. I brought it up because it was confirmed by Hugh Jackman, and I wanted to talk about it because the leaks, like them trying to cover leaks, and it's just not going to work. But Let us know down below in the comments what you're thinking. Is this putting you to sleep? Are you happy? Do you want to see this? What are you thinking Deadpool 3 is going to look like? Are you anticipating Deadpool 3? And how excited, if excited at all, are you about seeing Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine? Let me know all those things down below in the comments. We'll touch a few of those there.
Diesel said that he need the short, stocky, angry berserker rage Wolverine. And J-Rob said, "Yep, there's no reason why we can't have a physically comic accurate Wolverine. Most of these actors are 5'9" and under. I like the guy from Kingsman for the role."
Taron Egerton. Yeah, he was rumored.
Yep.
Back in 2019. Keep going. You can keep reading that.
Sir Yurigi said, "I'm totally fine with it, honestly. Won't lie to anyone. Honestly miss seeing Hugh as Logan."
I love Hugh Jackman as Logan. I'm not upset about him coming back. Now, do I want him to be our? I don't, because we've done that. We've been there. We've done that. I want to see someone else tackle the role.
John Connor said, "If Marvel followed our impatience, we would have Thanos fighting the Avengers in 2012.
Wait, one more time?
If Marvel followed our impatience, we would have Thanos fighting the Avengers in 2012.
Some people even, and I was one of those people that felt even Thanos was rushed.
I was about to say, fuck rushing it. The shit's just not good. I'm not bitching about it being rushed. I'm bitching about it sucking.
Yeah, that's really
Like,
what it is. It's just not good at all right now. Mileage may vary though. If you love it, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Raymond said, "I want him to be our Logan. Matter of fact, I think he is going to be our Logan."
He might. Well, I'm not gonna say he might be. I don't think he's going to be. I think he's really done after
Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Raymond questioned Thanos was rushed, and Dougie Fresh said he definitely was.
Oh, I thought Thanos was rushed. When Thanos showed up in, what was the first film? The first post-credit scene. Was it the Fine, I'll do it myself?
Yeah.
Ultron? Yeah, I thought that's... Was it Age of Ultron? I can't remember the first appearance. I think it was the Fine, I'll do it myself.
It was
Avengers 1, so it wasn't Age of Ultron. What was the post-credit scene in Avengers 1? Oh, no, he wasn't in the post-credit scene. He's in Avengers. Yeah. He's talking to Loki. Holy shit. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Yeah, he's talking to Loki. I forget. Yeah, he's in it. He's in it. Yeah, because the fool's in the entire... He's in the movie. I thought I thought Thanos was a little rushed. I thought he was. Personally, I thought we jumped really quickly into the Infinity Saga.
Shirley Miles said mostly all the Marvel movies are rushed.
Yeah.
Chill Spot said Hugh Jackman will always be my Wolverine, but I'm open to another actor's interpretation.
Likewise.
J-Rob said Hugh was awesome playing the role. He was just too tall. Everything else was on point, except the scripts, that is. But yeah, Hugh needs to retire.
Yeah.
SP Flash said, I wish Thanos had referenced his relationship to Lady Death in Infinity Warfare.
There was a couple things I wish Thanos would have done in Infinity War that was akin to the comics.
Warfare, my dumbass.
There was some, power level even with Thanos I wanted to be displayed in. And I don't know why. I don't know why they do that. I mean, take it back to what the Russo brothers said. That's why we have Smart Hulk, because they just didn't know what to do with Hulk. I don't understand that. I genuinely don't get that. Like, it's the same thing like why Thanos is not... I mean, Thanos is still powerful in the MCU, but he's not like he is in the comics. So it's like, why can't you do that? Like, what prevents you from doing that? I don't get it. The boys...
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Hungry Almighty said, what timeline do you think the Fox X-Men will be pulled from? My theory is the Fox X-Men is going to be pulled from the end of Days of Future Past.
Maybe. Maybe.
I don't even know.
That's a
they
thing
might
too.
not even confirm it.
They might not. That's a thing too. When it comes to anything involving the X-Men, it's so splotchy all over the place I have no. I couldn't even begin to tell you. Like we were even asked, like, Darius, how do you think that the X-Men get brought into the MCU? Where have they been this whole time, bro? I couldn't even. I don't know. I couldn't give an answer to that. The only thing I can give an answer to is the theory that I like, and that's that Kang displaced them because they're a threat to him in some way or something. I don't know though. I have no idea. No idea.
Xavier Phoenix said he's done. He only agreed to return because of Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, that's it. I agree. He's done. He's not coming back. He's not coming back. What did Hungry say about if Michael Fassbender is Magneto for the MCU, then fire. But given this trend with Wonder Man, Sentry, Namor, etc., I really wouldn't be surprised if they decided to go with the Giancarlo route. Giancarlo,
he wants to be X.
Yeah, he wants to be Professor X. The interview he did, or whatever con, if that was a con he was at, wherever he was, he said, "I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there.
I want to be someone.
I want it to be Professor X." Yeah. So, and I mean, he's played villains in almost everything he's been in.
A damn good one too.
Yeah.
Justin Mercado said, "I'll never understand why we always have to get nerfed characters in comic book movies and shows. Like in the comics, the characters are as powerful as they need to be for the story. I want to see these characters go full on God mode like the comics."
Yeah.
It's like not every time, but at least like when it fits.
Yeah, man. I mean, but personally, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I had the capabilities, the money, the whatever, to create a fucking film like Marvel can do, I would without question deliver the best comic book film. I promise you, bro. Yeah. Like, because there's no reason that you cannot. Like he said, I want to see them be gods. I want to see some of them be what they are. Like, not. If Hulk passes out one more taco.
Yeah, bro. I'm tired of watching my nigga Doctor Strange run.
Right, bro. Like, what?
I'm tired of watching that shit.
Yeah.
Every variant of that nigga is just running. Running, dying. Now he a zombie. Now the nigga done got killed for fighting Thanos or whatever. Like, dead, running. Like, I'm just tired of the shit.
Yeah, okay, well, John Connor said if they were treated like gods, it would be too fantasy. They have to have weaknesses. But it is fantasy. That's the thing, though. It is fantasy. I don't know if there's a thing called too fantasy when you're dealing with something that's already fantasy.
Is fiction.
Yeah,
this shit is superhero movies, and you talk about too fantasy.
It's already
watch a fucking tree talk to a rocket, bro. Like too fantasy.
It's already, it's already it's fake.
Fucking tree talks to a rocket while fucking breaking his arm off to build a fucking handle hammer for a fucking god that like this shit. What does too fantasy mean? Like
it's like It's fantasy already, so it can't. I don't know if it can't be too fantasy because it's already fantasy already. And yes, they do have weaknesses just like they do in the comics. But in the comics, their weaknesses are displayed just as well as their physical strength. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I want to see them be the gods that some of them are.
I like balance like Thanos, not too fantasy and not too real. I mean, I don't know what as well, and the MCU knows how to balance. Hey,
again.
Teach their own.
When I'm watching Star Wars, at no point am I thinking to myself, "This is too fantasy," because this could never happen. I went in knowing this can never happen.
We just watched this nigga Paul Rudd drink a fucking slug with holes, and then the nigga got holes, and then we watched a bunch of fucking I don't even know what the
intelligent ass ants.
Next question.
Who's next?
Where did it go?
And John, I completely respect why you like the reasons that you have for liking it. That's fine. For me, I'm just like I don't know if there's a such thing in Marvel called too fantasy, or in fantasy general.
Raymond said Hulk is supposed to be the nuclear option like a Sentry in a Blue Marvel, but Hulk has turned into Crocker from Fairly Odd Parents.
Mr. Crocker.
That's funny as fuck. Gray said nerfed Kang, but OP'd some fucking ants.
Yeah. OP'd some
Diesel
ants.
said Joss Whedon was teasing Lady Death in Avengers 1 until Marvel changed it. The death of Captain Marvel is his favorite comic storyline.
Wait, so, who said this?
Diesel said Joss Whedon was teasing Lady Death in Avengers 1 until Marvel changed it. The death of Captain Marvel is his favorite comic storyline.
Okay. Well, we definitely know Whedon's not coming back to Marvel.
Justin said, people always say that would make them too boring and perfect. I disagree. You can have a character with powers of a god and still have emotional moments because despite their power, they're still human.
Superman. He's a literal god with emotion, bro. Like,
yeah.
It's why are we acting like this is new? like this is not something that's.
This is like not well spoken or common. Like I don't know. Hungry said Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Spider-Man are the Mount Rushmore of heroes, with Wolverine and Hulk being 2 honorable mentions. But look what the MCU has done to Hulk.
Yeah. And I like what Official MG just said. He said, say what you want about the quality of the DCU movies, but the heroes are not nerfed. They're not.
Not at all.
They're not.
That motherfucker's power is fully displayed.
I love, man. I've shown this scene before. I watch the Snyder Cut every now and then. And one of my favorite scenes is when they resurrect Superman. When he's analyzing all of them and then Cyborg's defense mechanism takes over and shoots at him, and then he just does like this and looks back at the bro. When Diana headbutted him and he did that eye roll, looked at her, lifted himself up, and I was like, bro, oh my god. Yes, I agree. I completely agree. And I agree with what CGZ said too. Even though, like I said, he'll never touch Marvel's lot again. Joss Whedon did not deliver a terrible film. No. I like Age of Ultron. I know a lot of people don't. I like Age of Ultron.
Raymond said no. Shirley Miles said if Marvel can't think of a script for their movie, why don't they get it from the comic books?
Oh well, let Nate Moore tell it because they that's a red flag to them.
Source material.
It's a red flag to them if you know comics.
Raymond said Kang should have won Ant-Man and trapped the whole family in the quantum realm with at least one of them dead, but I didn't write it.
We've said that too. Michael Douglas wants to die. He wants Hank to die. You could have killed him in there, and then boom, like you said, trap the. I like the original plot where Cassie was the only one that got out, where the others were still there. I liked that. I don't know why that was changed.
Dougie Fresh said AOU has a lot of good in it with some weak points. Age of Ultron.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It does have some weak points. It does have a lot of good in it, but overall, I really enjoy Age of Ultron. I think what gets me is the opening. Seeing that core Avengers group work together, like when you see Thor hit Mjolnir off of Cap's shield. That just shows how much they've been working together since the first Avengers. How many missions and things that they've done with each other. I really liked it because it was one of the only other times we actually saw a cohesive Avengers team. I liked it. I love Age of Ultron, honestly.
Justin Mercado said, guys, can you help me out with this debate? I firmly believe that a speedster can fully take on a Kryptonian and even kill them if they go full power and don't have any morals that stop them from killing.
Man, that's tough. And the reason I say that's tough is
I've watched some of these DC characters do fucking unspeakable things.
I'll even take you back to that same scene I was just talking about. When Flash is running, him and Soups make eye contact. Like, Soups looks at him like, motherfucker, I see you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, now, granted, he didn't land a hit on Barry. Barry was dodging everything, but...
Yeah, bro, this nigga Barry is, like, ran himself to death.
Yes.
And like ran himself back to life.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So like, yeah, we got that in Justice League, but I don't know. Like he said, with no morals.
Maybe.
I guess it depends on where the Kryptonian stands.
Maybe he does. Maybe he can take out. I mean, man, that's tough. Can he take Soups? I mean, if that nigga runs real fast and throw some kryptonite at him, maybe. I don't know.
Hey.
That's a good debate,
Raymond
Justin.
said,
I'm not sure.
I'd argue that Flash is one of the most dangerous and maybe powerful heroes in DC.
No, I'd agree with you. I would agree with
yeah.
you, but I don't know, bro. When Soups is making eye contact with him and he's running, I don't know. I just feel like if he's making eye contact with him, that means he's not moving at the speed that he's moving at to everyone else. So Soups can easily still just grab. I mean, he tried to punch him in the film and he was dodging. I don't know. I agree though. I'm not saying Flash is not going to be able to hold his own. I just don't know if he takes out Soups. Again, like I said, you run up and throw some kryptonite.
Hungry Almighty said Flash can beat Soups if he uses the Speed Force, but again, if Flash used it, it brings a lot of consequences.
Yeah. Oh, I'd agree to that too. Like I said, man, am I being biased because I just love Superman so much? Is that it? Am I being biased because I'm like, I don't want Soups to lose?
D. Steezel said Comic Barry Allen is faster than Soups.
And I know that's so it's so true. That's what I'm saying. Am I being biased? Am I just being a Superman
Dexter
fanboy?
said, was it Barry or Wally that was faster than teleportation?
Wait, I'm sorry. I was reading Astra's comment. What'd you say?
Who said that? Dexter said, is it Barry or Wally that's faster than teleportation?
I believe it's Wally. No, I think it's still Barry. Barry's the fastest out of all of them.
Yeah, Barry's faster than Wally.
Yeah, it's Barry. It's Barry. Oh, well, Sir Yuri G says it's Wally. Is it Wally?
I was wrong. In the comics, Wally was trying to go to the past and save his kids or whatever, and Barry was trying to stop Wally. Both Barry and Wally kept running, and Soups tried to catch them and got tired and admitted they were too fat. Wally is faster than Barry. Oh, I was wrong. Maybe I got some studying to do. Okay, yeah, confirmed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I ain't know that. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I definitely thought because I saw that shit was a quote. Like, my name's Barry Allen and I'm the fastest man alive. Like, so I literally just assumed that.
DeMar said he heard that Martian will be one of the characters introduced. Yeah, I hope so, man. They need to just bring in the OG members of the league.
Makes sense. Justin said Wally is technically the fastest, but Barry is more attuned to the Speed Force. That makes sense. Sir Yuri G said everything about knowing and unlocking the Speed Force. ... Wally is the one who did that. Best Flash, bro.
Ashra said, have you seen the Peter Pan trailer? It's all fake virtual signaling. No, because I don't give a shit. I'm just being honest. I don't give a shit about the Peter Pan trailer. I think Disney, I think the mouse and whoever's over there curating all this shit have lost their creativity. Why are we making remakes of everything we've already seen? Like,
yeah,
I don't get it.
Everything too.
It's everything.
It's not like it's been that long either.
Yeah, like it's not like I don't care to see a live action Peter Pan. I don't. Just as much as I really don't care to see. I haven't enjoyed any of Disney's live action remakes. Bro, when everybody remembers Thanksgiving Day when they dropped the Lion King trailer, I was already hyped.
Boy.
I was already hyped for it. But when we finally saw the trailer, I was like, oh my god, I cannot wait to see this fucking movie. Then I saw it. I hate that movie.
Seth Rogen.
Oh my gosh. I hate the changes that they made. Like why the hyenas aren't working for Scar, why it's like Scar's making up, like I didn't like that. I didn't like it. I just didn't. It's not good to me. And I didn't like Aladdin. I didn't like Beauty and the Beast was fine for what it was, I guess.
Hopefully the Little Mermaid is cool.
I'm definitely going to go see that. I'm supporting Halle because I know there's a lot of hating-ass motherfuckers out there that don't feel like a originally green character should be black. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to go see that. I don't know, though. For me, I've not been in support of their live-action shit. So I've not seen Peter Pan, but I have seen the conversations around it being what you're saying, the virtual signaling and things like that. I've seen those conversations on Twitter. Don't care. Do what you want.
Mega said, if the rumors are true, Netflix buys Snyderverse and Zack continues. We all agree Andrew Garfield replaces Ezra for Flash. His beard looks fits the future Ezra, Barry, Flash, and Nightmare.
I don't think Andrew Garfield will ever join DC. I don't think he would. Raymond said, Darius, you know me, I'm a Lion King fanatic. I hate that remake. They literally should have just took the musical. It would have been better. Yeah, because it's awful. It's awful. That film sucks. Absent Good said Aladdin was pretty good. Come on. What? I mean, I didn't hate it. I hate Lion King. I didn't hate Aladdin. Actually, you know what I'm actually looking forward to? Snow White. I'm actually looking forward to their little Snow White remake.
Yeah, official MG said Aladdin, Jungle Book, and Cruella are the best Disney live
Jungle
actions.
Book.
Can't wait. Jungle Book is so fucking
Jungle
good.
Book is good.
And I'm so glad they got that one right.
They got that shit right.
Growing up, that was Mr. Mowgli.
Yeah.
Only thing I fucking read, wanted to watch, and so
Jungle Book. They got
that right.
They did very good. Even Netflix's.
I'm actually
Mowgli
film. That shit.
I honestly,
like, I ain't seen.
I haven't seen it since it came out.
Minute.
I haven't seen it since it came out. But Netflix's Jungle Book titled Mowgli, it's even really good. I enjoyed that one. That one's really good. You're definitely right. Jungle Book. I liked Cruella enough. Like I said, I don't hate Aladdin, but we'll see. Snow White, though, I'm looking forward to Snow White. I'm looking forward to seeing their version or their live action version of Snow White. I want to see that.
Chill Spot said Billy Eichner and Seth Rogen were the best parts of the Lion King remake, but that movie was a slap in the face.
Yeah, it was. We'll do about 4 more comments here.
Raymond said the greatest Disney movies ever came from the 90s, and so far the remakes haven't lived up. They're going to probably make a Hercules live-action film to compare with the musical coming out.
They are doing a live-action Hercules film. It is in production. It's happening. Rumored wise, I was seeing because Danny DeVito was coming back to play Phil. He's going to play Phil in live action.
I did see that.
Rumored wise, they want Ariana Grande to play Meg. I don't remember who I saw as Hercules, but no, that shit's happening.
Chill Spot said Jungle Book was good. Wish they would have kept the original ending though. Also, John Goodman should have voiced Baloo.
Baloo? Who voices Baloo?
I forgot. I really forgot a lot of who voices in that because, like you said, I haven't seen it since it came out.
But not to say it wasn't good because it was good. I loved it. I really loved it.
Sir Yuri G said Cruella was his favorite live action.
Yeah, I didn't. Like I said, I didn't mind Cruella at all. It was good. That went straight to Disney Plus, didn't it? I think so. I did. That's where I watched
Bill
it.
Murray voice.
Bill Murray.
Baloo. Raymond said, if you've seen the Broadway show from Lion King, there's no reason why they didn't have Beyonce sing Shadowland and Danny sing Endless Night. No reason.
Yeah. I saw this TikTok from Lion King. It was a black theater. I don't know where this was, but it was a black theater. You know how black folks act.
Yeah.
When Beyonce, because Beyonce is not a good actor. You can love Beyonce all you want. Beehive can come for me if they want. It's fine. I'm a part of the Beehive. You can, whatever. When she said, "Lions, are you with me?" Somebody was recording it at some theater. They said, "Girl, stick to singing."
And everybody started laughing. That's how you knew it was a fucking black theater.
I was like, that shit is funny. That's funny because no, she's not a good actress at all. At all. I didn't mind her in Obsessed. I didn't mind her in Fighting Temptations. Yeah, but let's not sit here and pretend Beyonce is like, this great actress.
Let's see. You see, Hungry Almighty said, wait for MCU Professor X and Magneto. If Fassbender's Magneto and Giancarlo's Professor X, don't you find that weird? I feel like they should be around the same age.
Oh, I do find that weird. I do find that weird. I do find it weird. And you know what? Until you just said that, I really didn't think about it.
Xavier Phoenix said, yeah, she's not the best when it comes to acting. Raymond said, didn't like her in Fighting Temptations and didn't like her in Cadillac Records.
Oh, I didn't like her in Cadillac Records either. Neither did Etta James.
Etta James didn't like her in Cadillac Records either. Official EMG said, as a Beehive member, she's not a good actress and even she knows it. The only reason she did good in Dreamgirls was because the role was written for her.
I forget. She's Dina in Dreamgirls, isn't it? Yeah, she's Dina. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That was 4, but I'll keep going. Grace said, did y'all see that TikTok video with that little boy crying in the beginning of Wakanda Forever? His grandmother recorded it. It's in the Discord.
Oh, great. Please tag me. Retag me in that. I want to see it. I want to see it. Is he crying because... Why is he crying? Because T'Challa's not in it? Is that why he's crying?
I assume why.
Ooh, please send me that. I can use that.
His king dead.
Oh, please send me that. I can use that.
Raymond said he sent it in the Discord. Yeah, resend it or tag someone or some shit. Cause I didn't see that. I was at work all day. Omega said, a rumor of Planet of the Apes Kingdom was that Noah was the new protagonist will meet a human girl. Wonder if that human girl can speak or not. I feel like
Oh, here it is. Go ahead.
Kono and War was right. No cures for virus.
Okay, I'll show this.
And Ashra said his Bad Batch over. I'm waiting to binge.
You know, Ashra, for me it is. I don't know. I haven't watched these last few episodes. I watched the last 2 before. I don't even know where I am in these weeks. I think I got to episode 6, I think. And there were some episodes I skipped in between then too. I have no idea, my brother. No idea. I will show this though. Let's see. I'm interested.
Yeah, Raymond said he was crying during the funeral scene.
Ah, well, I can use this. I did not know this. I haven't seen this.
These Steels said.
Yeah, that should just piss me the fuck off. I'm using that. I've not seen that, but I'm definitely gonna use that. He even cried. He said Black Panther when he was crying. That, we're about to get off. This is the last thing I'm saying before we get off. I would like to see a video of... How do I want to word that? Just say it. When I say it this way, it's not... Please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I want to see a video of these white kids crying over their superhero. We've not seen these white children have to come on their parents film them with TikTok videos and show them crying because Doctor Strange died or Spider-Man died or Captain America died or we've not seen that. We've seen several, because people keep telling me, stop using kids. Oh. I had not seen that. That's interesting to me. You killed the baby's favorite character. I mean, how did you expect him to act? How did you expect this child to act? You expected him to be like, oh, okay, and that's something I've been asking people. What do you tell the babies? What do you tell these kids? So when you tell me, blah blah blah, get over it, it's just a character. Okay, I'm old enough. I don't agree with you, but those words slide off of me. So what do you then tell to a child that feels the exact same way that we are feeling as adults at saying, oh, we want to see this character, blah 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 blah? Do you tell this baby, get over it, it's just a character, let it go? No, you don't do that, because you wouldn't do it with Spider-Man, you wouldn't do it with Doctor Strange, you wouldn't do it with Cap, you wouldn't do it with Iron Man, you wouldn't do it with any of them, bro. Even though Iron Man is dead, he's coming back. He's in Secret Wars, he's in Kang Dynasty. T'Challa may very well be. He may very well be. But I've said this, and I promise you I'm done. I've said this before, and I mean it. I don't want to see T'Challa in Secret Wars. I don't want to see him in Kang Dynasty, because it's for a fleeting moment. It's for a moment. They're going to show him just to give you the feels, to make you feel good. Then they're going to take that motherfucker away again. He's going to die again. Or something's going to happen where he's going to go back to whatever universe or something. I've seen people saying, well, this T'Challa could stay. Why would you want him to? Yeah. Why would you want him to? I don't want the off-brand T'Challa. I don't want the great value T'Challa. When growing up, when we used to go to the store, I used to want Fruity Pebbles. My mama said, no, get Fruity Stones. I don't want Fruity Stones.
Cocoa Dynabites.
Yeah, what the fuck? I don't want that shit. I want the original. I want what he is. I don't want a variant. I don't want, well, this happened to him here, now no, fuck that shit, because we're not having to do mental gymnastics with these other fucking characters. So why the fuck am I? No, bro. God bless that little baby's heart. Bless that baby's heart.
That shit was sad.
Yeah, bless his heart. So, anyway,
70 viewers, 64 likes. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. It means a lot. Thank you guys, everybody. Yeah, it's always and forever recast T'Challa. It's always and forever recast T'Challa. Until Marvel, I'm not even gonna say until. Y'all know what I think. I've already told you. I'm the one that comes and rains on the parades. He's not coming back. So, sorry.
No, exactly what you said. That shit was sad. That shit sucks. Yeah. And it's like you said, it's like I can take that decision they made. But it's like they didn't think about the kids, in my opinion. They thought of Chadwick, and they meat road Chadwick until the sunset. Like, he's gone, and they gave him what they did, took away everything he did, basically.
It's annoying.
Didn't think of the kids, fans. It's like, I feel like they always just know, oh, this is Marvel, this is fiction. We can always go back in and, this is a variant. Oh, he's not dead. Oh, he's this and that. And so,
yeah.
I don't know. Wasn't really a whole lot of care put into that decision, and so, like we always continue to say, we don't really give a fuck about it no more, because they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck.
But that was sad to see.
Yeah, so I'm definitely, like I said, I'm not done with the video. The video's, it's very, very quickly coming, but I'm adding, now I have to add some shit. I gotta add that. I gotta add that shit in there. So like I said, guys, I will be back. we'll be back with you guys. I'm assuming Q will be here too. We'll be back with you guys Friday, not Thursday, not tomorrow, but Friday. We'll be back with you guys Friday for our stream, Friday stream. A reminder, Friday stream is the giveaway stream, so make sure you're here if you would like to get one of the giveaways or something like that. So we'll have more topics for you guys, hang out with you guys, and talk whatever is on the menu to talk about.
Creed 3.
Yeah, Creed 3 is what we'll be talking. There was one more thing I had to say. Damn.
I wouldn't know that one.
Damn. I don't remember, but yeah. That's what it was. It wasn't even something revolving this, because I just got this. So is he suspended? They suspended him?
I don't know what the fuck they're doing with him.
Because he's not in the, Memphis just played Houston. He's not in the stats.
He's not playing?
He's not in the stat book.
I don't mean he shouldn't be the shit that shit's been going on though.
Oh, so
this happened last year.
Oh, so it's real.
Yeah, no, that 17-year-old, he definitely Stevie L said indefinitely.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see. That's what working does. I'm starting to miss these little ass Woj bombs and shit.
Because I got the notification on Twitter. Somebody, it was a tweet from I don't know the account that said he was indefinitely.
He's been doing shit like this. Like, did you hear what the Pacers said about him?
Mm-mm.
The Pacers security guards said that after the game, like someone in Jaws SUV was like pointing a red laser at him, and they think it was like they're circling the arena and shit. And like that nigga's doing some.
But you know what? I believe it.
Shit.
I believe it because I posted on my Instagram story. I said, you know. I said, I love Ja, but I can definitely see this. Look how him and his pops act courtside.
Hell yeah.
Like, look, his daddy is out of control.
Acting like some motherfucking AAU game.
Yeah, nigga.
I hate to say it, but some motherfucking AAU
real
game.
Shit.
Like,
acting like it's an AAU
I want
game.
to ruckus these motherfuckers sometimes like you fucking monkey.
This nigga's on the side of the court with his cup arguing with Shannon, bro.
Man, like,
I don't know. Yeah, yes, Raymond. This is sports.
Might as well be, man. Shit, we do.
Okay. Like I said, we'll be back with you guys on Friday to hang out and talk more. You know, the things we love to talk about. So appreciate everybody that's been here today. Thank you guys so much for everybody that super chatted. That means again the world to us over here. Thank you for that. Thank you guys for just being so engaging in the chat, the constant conversations. If you would, when we first started to now. Wild. I remember the first live stream where we had like 5 people, 10 people. So
crazy.
Yeah, thank you guys so very much for the constant love, the constant support, and all of you guys being here. Like I said, we'll be back with you guys Friday. Sorry, I keep wanting to say tomorrow. We'll be back with you guys Friday. I hope you guys all have a blessed night. Be safe wherever you are. Like this video, subscribe, and as I always say, like, subscribe, share with your friends. I will see all of you guys in the next video. Enjoy your evenings. Goodbye.